gone through some basics of the AI and ML. So I'm not going to repeat those particular basics today. Yeah, good morning all. Okay, and so what I'll do basically, I'll give some introduction about how the AI and ML have been used in defense, because basically I related with the defense sector. So how it's been used in the defense and what are all the applications which is useful in the defense scenario, as well as after giving some theory things, I will go for this one practical session for you people, so that you can at least understand that whatever I have teach in this particular 1 hour of the theory, that is you are able to do something on that particular AI thing with the help of Octave platform. Okay, so should I start?
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes. You can start sharing the screen, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now it's visible to you people.
Yes.
It's a visible application of AI for defense. It's
Yes,
visible
sir.
to
It is
you.
visible.
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So basically, when we talk about the defense, whatever the things come in your mind first, that either it will be a army, or it will be police services, or it will be a CPI, paramilitary forces, border security forces. These all the things will come in a picture. So these are the forces which are fighting out the border or inside the state against the different people who is doing some notorious activities. Okay, so is there any possibility of AI which can help us to find out those particular notorious people, or those in the terms of, if we say with the army, that militants and all, that easily identifiable? There's no requirement of human beings should be deployed every time on that particular area. We use some type of applications of AI so that it can identify that this particular person, vehicle, or object is related with the enemy and it is a particular enemy entity, and they can easily identify and then either set an alarm or destroy that particular object. So if this is a possibility will be there, then it will be very much helpful for the defense, so that first of all they have to reduce to put the manpower in every locations, as well as it will helpful to identify the different areas of our borders, as well as inside the state. Okay, so before going where it be used in the defense, first of all we should come to know that what is the mean by AI. Okay, so the AI as the definition has been given in the Wikipedia, that it's the intelligence demonstrated by machines as opposed to the natural intelligence displayed by animals, including humans. So we are having some type of intelligence, and that is intelligence being inculcated from when we have taken the birth. Then we learned from the environment, from our parents, from our teachers, from the friends, and that particular intelligence is inculcated in a due course of time, and as we get experience, this particular intelligence can increases, so that when the time will come, we can give okay, my voice is breaking. Somebody has said that my voice is breaking. Is it?
Sir.
My voice is okay?
Your voice is not clear, sir.
Okay. So basically, the natural intelligence, we can easily differentiate between natural intelligence and this particular buzzword which we are using from the last approximately 70 years. This particular buzzword of named as artificial intelligence. So in the artificial intelligence, what we say that we are going to make the machines intelligent, but is it possible to make the machine intelligent as a human being? So it is a big question. Till now, people are working on that. And maybe in the near future, we can see that machine are just equivalent to a human being, but that time has not come. So will see that, but whenever that particular time has come, but till now we are reached to a stage that we can say, okay, some things which can be done with the help of machines. So something which we can do with the help of machines, and the machines are being used in various places. If we go for different type of applications in social media, or we go for e-business type of things, so these machines are being used. Okay, so when it has been founded out, this has been founded in 1956 by the four particular people, and that purpose of those people of giving this particular buzzword of artificial intelligence to just as a game, to just find out that how a human brain is working. So they are taking very basic idea of human being. It's not exactly the human being brain idea that whatever has been given in the books, that it is having a neuron and entries and sensors, and then it will get the information with the help of these sensors. And when a particular value, sensor value plus weight of that particular entries has been reached to a threshold value, the sum of that reached to a threshold value, then our neurons get fire and we get a particular output. So this is just a basic idea. It's not exactly a human mind is working. Human mind is much complex than this particular things, but this is a basic idea which has been taken, and that particular idea is working for in the case of when we are talking about neural network, when we're talking about deep neural network, CNN, RNN, all these basic idea is working, where so-called human brain type of neurons are attached and they are doing different type of applications. Okay, so the basic idea of at 1956 is to find out that how a human brain is working, and they have given basically the idea of perceptron over there. Maybe you people are knowing something of the perceptron. So this perceptron is nothing but they are taking the inputs, and then they are given a link to that particular input to a particular so-called perceptron, and that link is also having a weight. So when we multiply that input to the weight and sum up all the inputs, and if the particular value has been reached a particular threshold value, then that particular perceptron get fired and we get a particular output. So that basically we are using the step function in that particular perceptron. And then after that, when we are doing the activities on the perceptron, we find out that okay, perceptron is very good when we are going to display a result which can be separated with the help of a plane or hyperplane or with the help of a line. But when it is not possible to divide the output with the help of a line, we have to go for more and more hidden layers. Then on top of that, the particular neural network idea has come. Okay, so you people may be knowing about the perceptron. So if we give an example of the perceptron, that means perceptron is working basically basic type of gates such as and or gates. If you see the output of these gates, it can be, if and we divided that output into 4 quadrants, that can be divided with the separated with the help of a particular hyperplane, and that hyperplane will divide these outputs into 2 particular parts. So till then the perceptron is very much useful. Then after 1960s, people have worked on this perceptron. Then 1970s they have worked with the expert system. They are using the knowledge of various experts, and then they are producing the result with the help of that. Then finally the neural network has come, and after 2012 it is a very popular word, neural network, because too many applications have come either in CNN or RNN, which is working as a where the background is a neural network, and they are helpful for the human being also. So some popular account use the term artificial intelligence to describe the machine that mimic cognitive function. Cognitive function, that means as a human being are working, that human associated with the human mind, such as learning and problem solving. So some people are comparing this machine with the, as I already told, with the machine with the help of with the human being. But most of the people who are major AI researchers, they don't believe on this particular thing, that whatever the artificial intelligence concept is just replicate the idea of natural intelligence of the human being. So people are not favoring, some people are not favoring, some people are favoring that this artificial intelligence is nothing but the artificial intelligence is nothing but the natural intelligence of the human being. But most of the people saying, okay, this is one particular concept. Don't compare it with the natural intelligence. Okay. So where the applications, as I told you that from the 2012 onwards, the applications of artificial intelligence in various fields, such as you can take the help of web search engine, Google. You say, just say, hi Google, and whatever you want to say to him, Google will do that particular thing. Even though sometimes he may not understand your language, because in which the Google has been trained in the language of English. Sometimes we Indians having a different pronunciation of the words, so Google may not understand. So if we repeat the three to four times the things, Google basically understands things. So this is one of the application of the artificial intelligence, which is used with the help of Google or Siri or Alexa. So most of the people are using these particular things, Siri, Alexa, Cortana, or Google Assistant, because most of the people are having these days smart mobiles. So these applications are available over here. They can use this. So this is nothing but one of the application of artificial intelligence, which is with the help of recurrence neural network, which is having a feedback backward propagation, and rather than doing all the things feed forward, it is having a feedback also, RNN type of application, which where they have been used. Okay. Then when we are going for the either doing a search on the YouTube of a particular song, let's suppose I have heard a song, sad song on a YouTube. Then if you say that in the autoplay, a list will come which is having the similar type of songs which you have just listened. So how they are doing this? This is also with the help of your experience of the how the previously people which type of application. Yeah, 1 minute. Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Okay, sir. So what I am saying that suppose we have learned listen just particular song. So this particular YouTube or Amazon or Netflix, what they will do, they will record how the people are using their software, their apps, and based on this recording, they particular draw a line that if one person has heard this particular song, then mostly after one sad song he's going for the another sad song to another the happy song to dance song to one other dance song, another dance song. So they will give a complete list to you in the YouTube. Similarly in the Amazon, if you purchase something, let's suppose you have purchased a pen on Amazon, they will recommend you different type of pens over there. They will recommend you different type of papers, books to you based on the history which has been done with the help of various other customers. So that recommendation system is also an application of artificial intelligence, where the deep neural network is basically used to do all these type of activities. Similarly, the Netflix also doing Netflix or the Prime, Amazon, or any boot and all the things are the same recommendation type of system. So they have make our system intelligent in such a way that if you just remember one particular thing and you're not able to remember the linking things of that, then they will provide you the linking things and you can do the particular thing whatever you want to do. Okay. So basically the third one is as I told you already, the Siri and Alexa. So Siri and Alexa is nothing but it is having a natural language processing, and they working on the NLP, where the RNN has been used, and the NLP basically what they are doing, they are learning the things with the help of various people. Various people will do say the words in different styles in English, in Hindi, in Telugu, in Tamil. So now the time has come that the Siri and Alexa not only understanding English, they are understanding different languages of the world also. So this is just an improvement which is happening in the field of applications of artificial intelligence. Now, in the other rather than doing on the on the systems, means when we are doing with the help of apps, they are also come on the roads. So we are heard about the self-driving cars, which is a Tesla cars or Google Drive cars. So these cars are also are the applications of artificial intelligence, where these are the driverless cars, and they are understanding how the human being are driving the cars, and when to stop, when to accelerate, what all the conditions will come, then to shift from one particular state to another particular state. So what should be the input, and if the input is something, suppose some particular person has come in front of the car, then what the car has to do. So that particular output is also given to particular machine, and the machine will understand as a supervised learner that if such thing will happen, then what to do. And as a final output, we are having self-driving cars, although it is not in India, but the work has been going on these particular cars, and maybe near future we are able to see uh, some Uber or Ola is having such type of self-driving cars, which is having a seating capability of 4 people. So one driver will be less. So now it is a 4 people seating capability. So these also application of artificial intelligence, where it's a very invice stage, but people are working, and then they are finding out that okay, some improvement are there, and maybe when a particular training has been happened to these particular things, the time will come as we human beings learning from our childhood, and when we reach the age of suppose 13, 14, 15, then we start doing biking, or we start learning these things, and when we become 18, we get the license and do all these things. So as a human being also, some time has been given to learn all these things. Similarly, these things are also will take some time, but near future they will be a very good application of artificial intelligence. Now, one more thing has come is not only these applications. You have heard about some strategic games such as chess and Go, where this artificial intelligence working very fine, and one particular robo has been made as AlphaGo, which defeated a particular champion of this Go game. So they are also able to make the decision based on the condition, and they are competing at the highest level in strategic game systems. Okay, coming back, so this is the artificial intelligence, little bit idea about artificial intelligence. So when we talk about artificial intelligence, anyhow, the machine learning and deep learning will come inside that, and they become as a part of artificial intelligence. So where we are talking about the machine learning, we are talking about SVM, we are talking about KNN, we are talking about neural network. When we are talking about deep learning, we are talking about neural network with various layers, means various hidden layers. So if we increases the neurons layers, basically as a hidden layer, so that become like a deep neural network. So these are the inside AI is a big balloon. Inside that, a small balloon is ML, and then one particular balloon as a deep learning. Okay, so this is the basic of the AI applications. Now, where the AI application used for defense? So as I already told, the defense, we talk about defense, the defense having a defense systems, war fighting, homeland security. So what are the defense systems? The defense systems, when we are talking about the borders, that how to secure the borders. War fighting mean when we are talking about the something has been happened with our neighboring country. If somebody is joining the meeting, then this beep sound will come. So actually, I don't know I can do anything on top of that. So
Sir, you can change the settings, sir.
So I think, yeah, you can change the setting and mute everyone.
this is in the hand of Santosh. Santosh, can you do that?
On the audio video, on the menu, there is a notification. In that, it is coming up. That has to be unmuted. Probably we need an artificial intelligence to fix this.
Audio.
Okay, understood. Okay, some people are saying, everyone please, if somebody,
Sir, in the WebEx app, sir.
WebEx app, meeting settings, huh? I'm also very new to this WebEx. Meeting settings. I'm not able to find out where is the meeting setting.
On the top, there is a menu audio and video.
Let it be here. Because, I on the top of the menu, I am seeing only pause, share, assign, mute, video, participant, chat.
No, you have to select WebEx first. On the topmost.
I have selected the WebEx.
Yeah.
What I will do,
Now
do
you
one
can see
thing.
audio and video.
I do one thing. I share my complete screen to you people so that you can.
See,
Yes, sir.
I shared the screenshot to Dr. Raju Bukyagar. I have shared it. You can check that.
I have shared my screen to you people. Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you allow me, I share my screen and show you.
Yeah, sure. You can.
Okay.
Step to do. Participant list and mute all. Okay. Let's see.
Can
Your
I
whole
share my-
screen is not shared, sir.
Your screen is not coming up. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute. Huh? Give me a 2 minutes time. Okay, I think only host can do this because I'm not able to find out how to do. Sound is still there too.
Sir, share your whole screen, sir.
Okay, I share. Yeah, this is my whole screen. Are you able to see my whole screen?
Yes, sir.
In that, actually, only this, nothing else is there other than.
I have to work on the left side, here,
Left side,
this
huh?
area.
Okay.
In some of those menus, you will get another menu on the top.
Okay.
Maybe you are also not an admin.
I'm not an admin. That's I'm saying that since
You
I'm
are,
not
you
an
are a
admin.
co-host of something.
Yeah, correct. So maybe I'm not able to do so.
Sir, please view above help.
And yours is a
Santosh, are you there?
Apple Mac machine. It will have its own challenges.
You are now host of the meeting. So now I am a host of the meeting.
Sir, click the option above the
Okay.
help.
Now I mute all. I become a host, so I mute all. So whenever somebody wants to say something, I want to ask the question, please ask me. Okay, by unmuting yourself. Okay. Now I think the sound is not coming. I become a host. So please give me the response that okay. Now I can start. No beeps now. So till now, you people have understood what the mean. Somebody has asked me a question. First, I give the answer of that. Okay, so somebody has asked during the break time, if possible, please disable chat option as well. Hey, you can ask because you can ask the question from the chat too. So I'm not disabling that chat. You can easily ask the question from this. So somebody has asked me question. Okay, time getting waste. No, I will not waste your time. I will take extra time. No problem. Whether ML is subset of AI or not is debatable topic. Okay, correct. It's very correct. It's a debatable topic that ML is a subset of AI or not. But most of the people, most of the places, they say that ML is a subset of AI. But including myself, I'm not believe that ML is a different altogether stream, and AI is a altogether different stream. We can say that some portion of the AI ML having an intersection, but if we say just that the ML is inside the AI, I'm also not very much agree with this particular statement. Yeah, you are written very correctly. The some few they are separate domains with lot of overlap. My views also is the same as your views, as Indrajit Dev Das has said. Okay. Any other question? Please type again so that I can give the answer to the question. Okay. Now I start once again.
Sir, one question is there.
Yeah.
Sir, India is developing the fifth generation aircraft, and
Yeah.
where I have heard that the AI is being used there. So, what application of AI is used in the aircraft?
So what applications of AI are used in the aircrafts? Just after this slide, when more slide will come, which will give you that where all the AI has been used in defense. It is a civilian aircraft, it is a military aircraft, where all the places we can use the AI. But since either it is a civilian aircraft or it is a military aircraft, the human being is involved in that. Life of a human being is involved. So
सर मुझे थॉट्स आते हैं
Please mute.
तो थॉट्स रोकने के लिए करना क्या है?
Please mute.
मैं
Samiksha. Samiksha, please mute.
तुझे तू बहकता जाता मैं नहीं बहकता मैं बंद कर देता कि अब तो सोचना ही नहीं है सो जा चुपचाप सो जा वैसे लोग कहते हैं कि फोन मतलब जब सोना हो तो नहीं करना
I request the participant be patient.
So I think you can mute everyone. I think it's
I
unnecessary.
have muted everyone. So whenever somebody is having a question, please unmute yourself
can-
and then.
Sir, sir, you can mute all the participants.
All.
Sir.
You may mute all the participants, not one.
Okay, I have muted all.
Yes, sir.
All. Okay.
And if you have any doubt, you can start at the end of the session.
Sure.
No,
Sure.
you haven't muted anyone. We can talk, right? So you haven't mute. You have to mute everyone.
But I have gone to the setting. I mute all option. I have mute all. I have done the mute all.
And one more important point.
Now you are muted, I think. Okay.
It's not. It's not. I think Raju sir knows that yesterday he did it.
Okay. Okay. Now you cannot mute. Okay.
Instead, we all keep means without touching.
Sure. Now you people are not able to unmute yourself. I think. I don't know. Okay. So we say that either it is civilian aircraft or a military aircraft. Again, this sound is coming. I don't know what is the reason behind that because I have done. But when I am doing the mute all, allow attendees to unmute themselves. I mute all. I'm doing the mute all. You have muted all attendees. Mute on entries on. Okay, mute on entries on. So I remove that also. Now I mute all. Hopefully, I don't know. So otherwise we'll waste the time. Let's bear with it. This particular sound. So I was saying somebody asked me where in the aircraft has been the 5G aircraft where it is been coming 5th generation aircraft. So it is if it is the aircraft or military application or the civil application where the human being is involved, the life of a human being is involved. In that particular case, we use the AI as a standby in the starting phases. Maybe we are not able to completely believe on the AI type of system in near future also because if the failure will happen, the failure will be a catastrophic failure where a complete life of a human being is involved, and it is a civilian aircraft means lot many people's life is involved over there. So AI will be used, but not as a decision maker, as giving us some type of input which can help in the decision making. Okay, so when I think that where are the domains in the defense where the AI application is useful, so it is a defense system. We are talking about the border systems where we can take the help of AI system for the doing the different type of surveillance, keeping the eye on the enemy territories and enemy base camps. Then war fighting during the war, how we are using the AI systems in different ways. And third is the homeland security, means when we are talking about inside our state or country, how we are doing various type of security with the help of drones or CCTV cameras, how we have applied the AI on that, so that whatever the CCTV cameras has been put on the roads, they can help us to identify different type of activities which is happening on the roads, and that can be that particular AI thing will be helpful in finding of different type of notorious people which are inside basically the territory of a particular country. Now, if we go for these particular three things, defense system, war fighting, and homeland security, then first of all we are going for design and development of weapon systems and subsystems. So as somebody has asked me the this aircraft, so aircraft are having a various type of subsystems, and on this subsystem we are going to take the help of AI, artificial intelligence, in the design and development. So if we talk about the aircraft having the various things inside it. So first of all, whatever the aircraft as a thing is we are saying this is the outer structure of the aircraft. So one of the aircraft thing is the outer structure, which is made of any particular metal. It could be a steel, aluminum, anything it could be. Second thing, what is inside the aircraft is basically its avionic systems. Avionic system means in this avionic system, it will take the help of the navigation system, control system. Means in the navigation means to find out where I am, what is my position. Then having a control system to correct its position with the help of this particular navigation system. Then it is having a propulsion system. Propulsion system is having a fuel. Okay, then it is having a communication system. Communication with the help of ground, with the help of this with the help of various antenna system which has been applied on a aircraft. Then it is having a wings. Various different things are there. So these all the things, these all the subsystems which are have made, assembled and made as an aircraft. That aircraft, this particular subsystem can be used and made with the help of artificial intelligence. So somebody has asked me the navigation. Yeah, navigation, we can use the artificial intelligence in the navigation, but the navigation in the terms of when we are talking about the robots, when we are talking about the vehicles which are on the road. But mostly we are not going to take the help of AI as a decision maker, as I already told. AI in the decision maker when we are on the on a air, and below that some population or some settlement is there. So we are not going to take the help of AI as a decision maker over there. Yeah, if we are on a barren land, or if we are on a enemy territory, we can take the help of AI over there. Somebody has asked me the autopilot means. Okay, good question. Autopilot. So autopilot is what you know about the autopilot. Rajam has asked me what do I mean by autopilot. Okay, autopilot is not AI, correct? It's not an AI. It's a completely different thing. Machine itself drives, it's correct, but autopilot is not an artificial intelligence application, because autopilots, what is autopilot? Autopilot is that we are having three basic things in our aircraft, or we're talking about any weapon system, which is having the indigenous self-sufficiency. In that, we are having three things. We are having a guidance, we are having an autopilot, and we are having a control system. So what guidance does? Guidance take the help of navigation. Navigation means different type of sensors, which is either a gyro sensors or accelerometer sensors. The gyro sensor basically give the information about how much angle you have made. Suppose you're going straight and then you have taken an angle, then some sensor should be there which can tell you that how much angle you have made, either in X direction or Y direction or Z direction. Means any three direction. What the angle you have made. Then the second. Everything is available on the Wikipedia, but if somebody is able to explain, it's better. Amar B. Chauhanji. Autopilot is on Wikipedia. Everything is on Wikipedia. Even that, whatever I'm talking about, is also on Wikipedia. Okay, so what I'm saying, that this guidance system will take the help of navigation, sensors, and it will calculate that what should be my position and what is my current position. Means he knows that guidance system knows that what is my current position and what should be my position. Okay, then based on that it will generate an error. Means if the current position and the calculated predicted position is not matching, there will be an error, and that error will be passed to this particular autopilot. Now what is autopilot does? This autopilot will do a different type of maneuvering with the help of either yawing or pitching or rolling, any type of maneuvering, and give the commands to the controls. So because we cannot give, suppose we should be at this particular time a coordinate 1,1, but I am on a coordinate of suppose 0.5, 0.5. So that difference is high. We cannot, when we are driving a car, if we have to take a turn, we cannot suddenly take a turn. We take turns slowly and slowly. So similarly, the things has been done with the help of autopilot, is give the commands to the control system in such a way that there should not be any drastic changes on the airframe of the body. Now we talk about the autopilot of a aircraft. So what the pilot will do at the time of autopilot, basically when they are reached to a particular trim position means when there is just a balance of lift to gravity to thrust to drag. When aircraft is just on a static stage, it's going like so when it will reach to a trim stage, when there is not too much requirement of human being should be involved, because he need not to do too much maneuvering over there, then in particular case he will put the aircraft in autopilot mode, so that if some changes has been made, suppose it has to go in a static uh, uh, altitude, if some deviation will be there, that can be controlled with the help of this particular autopilot thing. Okay, so in that particular time it is not required by the this pilot to maintain the maneuvering things of the aircraft. Hopefully it is understood. Yes, correct. Okay. If more detail is required, someone, then I will mail you or after the lecture I will explain you things. Okay, so design development of weapon system. So there's various subsystems available in a weapon, and in those subsystems we can take the help of artificial intelligence, either in propulsion designing, where various factors are there which will decide that what will be the specific impulse. So any weapon, any propulsion system means fuel system, any fuel systems burning rate, which is known as a specific impulse, will be decided by various ingredients of that particular fuel. Yeah, 1 minute. Hello. 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 Please talk me. Please talk me after one. Sorry. Put on silent. Okay. So various subsystem, various different characteristic parameters are there which will determine that what should be the burning rate of that particular fuel. So that how will be the ratio of those particular characteristics we determine the burning rate of the fuel. So rather than doing every time the experiment by changing those parameters by plus minus some particular value and then checking that what will be the burning rate, in place of that, if we are having some type of data, that particular data can be applicable with the help of CNN, and that by changing in that particular model of DNN, we can get that if we train this model with the help of this data and we change some parameters in that particular model, will give some new burning rate. So rather than going every time physically or doing those things, that particular thing can be handled with the help of this particular neural AI application. I try to mute the people. Then, okay, second thing, military planning and operations. So where is the military planning and operations? So if something has been happened with the a foe country, then how to do the military planning and do the operations. So military planning and operations are basically depends on the thing where the maximum portion, where is the theater of enemy has been established. Mean by theater is that where the enemy has been made its base camp. So it may be possible that enemy has made a very big base camp in one particular place and some small base camps in different places. Then we have to do the planning in such a way that if we destroy that particular main base camp, the supply to the other base camp will be reduced, will be less, and it will become very much easy to destroy those small base camps rather than first destroying the small base camps and then the main base camps. So there could be a question that always the main base camp will be the farther than the border. So that again the military planning we have to do in such a way that anyhow we destroy that particular base camps, and then the operation has been made in such a way that first the target will big and then the smaller and smaller and smaller. So that will be helping the military planning and operations. Then third one is the systems for internal security. Okay, so when we talking internal security, so there are various infiltrators are there in various regions of India, how to place a different type of systems, either just a simple example of CCTV or drones or radar systems, so that they can identify the communication of different type of communications, or on a basically on the mail servers, so that they can identify that which type of communication between the people are not a proper communication, means this having some type of language which is not good for the internal security of the country. So that also intelligence we can develop. So till now, most of the people, maybe you people also have done that spam identification type of thing, or in a very small scale, when you are getting the mail of Gmail or something, various spams are coming. So you can apply your AI application over there, and then you identify the which type of application, which type of mails are spam mails and which type of mails are okay, good mails. Similarly, if we get the access of that particular mail, also you can identify the different type of words which is having a different meaning in different scenarios. So that word you can also choose and then find out that okay, these words looks like are not good for the security of the country. So that also AI can be also help, and then but for that particular thing, that particular thing, it is required to use the AI. Okay, somebody told me that change the slide. Try going to meeting setting and disabling the join sounds. Are we still in slide 6 or slide 4? We are still in the slide 6. Going slowly, no problem. True caller spam detection. Okay, everywhere it is being used. Even the now Google is very ahead of doing such type of things. Okay, now what the benefit of AI in a design process? So when I say that we can go for the design and development of subsystems of a particular military application or military system, so the benefits of AI design in process, the design weapons and system for unmatched performance. So sometimes it can happen that we cannot know that what will be the performance of a particular subsystem until unless we launch it. So suppose if we say about any weapon system, there any type of missile or anything, so we cannot say that what will be the exact performance, even though I'm doing various type of simulation activities and all the things, until unless we're not going for the physical things, we cannot say that what will be the exact performance of uh, that particular weapon system. So in that case, if we are able to get the complete data of that particular physical activity, and that collected data, if we based on that collected data we trained a model, and so that when a new weapon system has come, we take the parameters of that weapon system, and then at least we can reach to a point that okay, this will be the performance of the weapon system, and this is the performance which has come with the help of the various type of simulations of that particular weapon system. So that performance and simulation matching will give a better confidence in the weapon system rather than going for checking all the things by the physically. Now this also reduce design cycle time. Obviously, when we get every time the confidence of the developer get increase in the designing of weapon system, it will always reduce the design cycle time. Developing expert tools for design, non-conventional problem solving time. So various problems which are not conventional in the nature, that can be helped with the help of artificial intelligence. And it is also increasing the learning and inculcating human expertise and these skills. Now, when I say that military planning and operations, so where it has been used in the military planning and operations. So I have given the example of surveillance, and that particular surveillance with the help of anything. So the surveillance with the help of this surveillance either with the help of a drone system or LCA, means light combat aircraft, or UAV, unmanned aircraft vehicle. So that surveillance can be done with the help of these particular things, and that surveillance, the result of that surveillance will bring the intelligence for a system. How it then bring the intelligence? Because that surveillance will give you a complete image or video of that particular area, and if we apply the AI on that, that particular thing will give our intelligence to identify that which area is of an enemy territory after or inside the territory will be the safer area, or which area having some type of mischievous actions, actions, and where we have to put more focus on the activities rather than these particular areas. So that decision making can be also be done with the help of artificial intelligence. Now we can also make some semi-autonomous or autonomous vehicles. So this is just example of self-driving cars, where we can take make a complete autonomous vehicle, means which will go to a particular place and then do that. It is a driverless jeep, will go at enemy territory and then reach to a particular location and then destroy itself, or say semi-autonomous. Command and control, yes, somebody has asked me also that it can be used, AI can be used in command and control, but again, it's not going to replace the human being when we are talking about civilian or military things. If it is an unmanned or drone type of system, yes, it can be very much useful in the command and control of those particular vehicles or applications. It is also useful in the robotics. So most of the robotics now is based on AI based, okay, and which will help doing helping in basically till now for the home related activities, but near future it can be something like Robo 2 type of movie of Rajnikant, which can be used as the military applications. Then the cyberspace operations to find out various type of mischievous activities which is going on, the hacking of the system, and which type of activities are having a malicious nature in that. So identifying those activities also AI can help in that. Okay. Now it can be also help in the various type of simulation, where different type of scenarios, suppose simulation of aircraft, where aircraft is going on different type of environments, and that environment is not possible until unless we go physically in that particular environment. So how to generate those environment at the ground, because every time we cannot check everything on the air. So in the aircraft we make some various type of simulation systems. So that simulation system AI is helpful of generating different type of environments of suppose a wind environment from January wind to December wind, and all type of natures of the weather can be generated with the help of AI application by tuning some parameters of the AI. Then it can be helpful in smart sensors, where the smart sensors will be used inside various type of vehicles, and these sensors not only get the information of that particular thing, but it also having a feedback nature in it, and they can also take the decisions based on some particular threshold value, when the particular threshold value has been reached. Okay, so these are the smart sensor. Then it can be used basically in troop deployments. So troop deployment, again, in some scenario when something bad has happened with our neighboring country, how where to deploy the troops, that AI can be helpful. That I will explain with the help of one particular example, and where which application of AI can be used over there in the type of troop deployments. Then it can be helpful in firefighting. Okay, so this is basically firefighting means we have seen that most of the area of our country, means border area, is basically having a jungle area over the forest area over there. So most of the time it will happen that it got fired. So how to fight effectively, and finding out that where is the source of maximum fire available over there, rather than fighting at the peripheral of that particular fire. If we go and with the help of helicopter or with the help of LCA and directly try to stop the fire from that particular place, it will be helpful in firefighting, rather than going from peripheral to reaching that particular source of the fire. So that also helpful in firefighting. Then surveillance and situational awareness, again the same thing. Surveillance means finding out that which particular area is good area and which particular area is bad, having some type of mischievous things, having some type of disturbing things, and then awareness about the situation, that how the situation is changing in that particular area, and also that taking the decision that what the things should do if something has happened, means if something from the normal to abnormal has happened, that the decision making has to be done with the help of artificial intelligence. So the things which I have highlighted with the help of yellow color, I will explain with one particular metaheuristic technique, that how that metaheuristic technique can be useful over there in that particular field. So these all the fields, either troop deployment, firefighting, situational awareness, then technology demonstration, drill deterrence, all the things can be helped with the help of one particular AI application, which is known as a metaheuristic technique. And that metaheuristic technique will be helpful of doing all these activities. And what the one more common thing about these troop deployment, firefighting, surveillance, and situational awareness is that we have to find out that particular area which is our main cause of concern. So rather than going for the complete thing, even in the firefighting or situational awareness, if suppose it is the area of a city, so we have to find out those parts of city which are safe part, and those part of the city which is having some type of abnormal activities. We have to find out those particular areas. So basically, the common thing between these things is that we have to find out those particular areas which are basically the cause of concern. Okay, so how to find those cause of concern areas which can be helped with the help of metaheuristic techniques of artificial intelligence. Okay, so one this particular example of this particular system is generated with the IAI, that is Israel Aerospace Industries, and it is known as the loitering munition system. So what this loitering munition system does? So the loitering munition system, this is also known as a suicide drone. It is basically a drone, and either it is known as a suicide drone or kamikaze drone. It is basically a weapon category in which the munition loiters around the target area. Means it is just doing a recce around a particular target area, and then it search for the targets and attack once the targets located. So basically, it is a drone type of system which is having a camera inside it. It go a particular area of enemy territory, is do the recce over there, means do the surveillance or recce, whatever you say, over there. And then if we find out that some people or some activity, abnormal activities is going on in that particular area, then it make a decision, okay, this type of activity is a abnormal activity, and then attack once the target is located. So it attack means don't just attack that particular area and destroy that particular location or people who are there with doing the mischievous activities. So assume a case that somebody is hiding behind a particular thing, a particular wall, okay, which is not visible from the outside police or outside military army. They are not able to see this person, and this person is doing some type of bad activities, firing or something like that. So how to find out? So if we are having a drone system, this particular drone system having a camera, there are two ways. First way, it can be controlled with the help of a human being. Second way, it could be a fully automated, having a machine learning or AI application inside it, and then it can take a decision that what to do. So it will reach over there in that particular location, identify the area that, okay, this particular persons are available in this particular place, and then after locking that particular area, it can just hit those portions and destroy that particular area. So what basically is there in this particular loitering munition system, two things are there. First, it is having CCTV type of camera inside that, or camera inside that, or second thing, it is having a warhead also, so that it is having some type of weapon type of things, some type of warhead, which when hit it get destroyed all the things over there. Okay. So as I already told that loitering munition systems, it is going in the air, okay, but it is not a civilian, not a military. So it is a completely unmanned. So we can use the AI over here also. So lighting monitoring system fits in the fits in between cruise missiles and unmanned combat area vehicles. So they are coming between the cruise missiles. So there are cruise missiles. If somebody want to know, I will explain afterwards. And the unmanned air vehicle. So unmanned means UAVs are there. So it is in between, means between a cruise missile which is higher and a UAV between lower, because cruise missile will go for a higher distances, and UAV having a lower distances compared to the cruise missile and compared to the speed also. So it is having the characteristic in between these two light emitting systems. Okay. So how they are different from the cruise missiles? That is that different from the cruise missile that they are designed to loiter for a relatively long time. So the cruise missile will pass a particular areas. It's like a line, it will pass a particular area. But what the loitering munition system will do, they take a round and round over the particular area. So they're designed to loiter for a relatively long time around that particular target area. And from how they are different from the UAV is that loitering munition intended to be expanded in attack has a built-in warhead. So UAV doesn't have a warhead inside that, while this loitering munition system, they are having a warhead also, and they just hit that particular target area and destroyed that particular area. So this is different from the UAV and the cruise missile in such a way, and having a characteristic of both. So lie in between these two things. Okay. So if we see the video of one particular video of this lighting munition system, how it is working basically. Are you able to see the video? Are you able to see the video? No video. Okay. I think nobody will be able to see the video. If you're not able to see, then just put these words on YouTube. Copy in the chat after a few minutes. Let's destroy it. Okay. If you want to see this, just put on your YouTube green dragon scenario, so you will get the complete detail of this. So what is there in this particular video? In this particular video, they are having one loitering munition system. What it does, it is having a, have you seen from the picture also, that it is having it is having a CCTV inside it. Okay, it is having a CCTV, and then this CCTV will locate that particular area where the people are available and they are doing some type of activities, and those object detection. This is object detection, but they're basically doing the object detection, and when they are finally doing completed the object detection, they hit that particular thing. But there's one difference in this lighting munition system. There's a difference in this lighting munition system with the what is the difference? Difference that if you follow the video, in this video it is operated by basically The plane has no pilot. Okay, is correct. Okay, so it is operated by a man. That man was operating that, and then when it has been find out, so it is the type of drone which is having warhead. So that drone plus warhead become like your loitering munition system, and some more things are there that the endurance timing of this particular system is more than the drone system. They can survive more than D. Rajesh ji, today's topic is supervised learning. Okay, you are not enjoying this? D. Rajesh ji, you're not able to understand? Okay. So if you want, what I am going to cover rather than linear regression, I'm going to cover one more interesting thing than the linear regression. Okay. So in this loitering munition system, what is that it has been operated by a human being. So human being is just seeing that particular remote, and they finding out that it has located that particular persons, and so it is totally controlled by human being. A human being is involved, so nowhere the AI has been involved. So how the AI can be involved in that? Any idea how can AI can be involved in that? So rather than doing, a human being is seeing the remote, it is not possible to identify that, okay, this is a human being, this is a building, this is a car, this is a tank. It can be possible or not? Yes, it's a possible, because we are having the application of CNN, computer vision. We are having the application of image recognition. We can identify that, okay, this is a human being, this is so very much possible to do object detection with the help of a image, and finding out this different type of entities which are available in that particular battlefield. Understood? Correct, like a Google Lens. So we can identify these entities. So rather than human being is involved, and since it is an enemy territory, it is always an enemy. If we are talking about the enemy territory, we have to be more careful when we are talking about the internal security. Okay, then it could be whatever we are locating could be a civilian, it could be a militant. So in that case, it will be more responsibility of like a human being has to be involved, because it can be harm the civilians also. But when we are talking about enemy territory, and that particular area where the civilian could not be there, because this is a border area, civilian should not be there in that particular area, and we are finding out the territory, a particular field where the base camps has been established by the enemy persons. Then in that particular base camps, only the enemy personnel will be available. So in those area, we can easily apply the AI over there with the help of neural network. Okay, somebody has asked me, Abjit Sule has asked me a question, that how to differentiate about enemy and friend. Okay, so since these are being, as you've seen from the video, these can be operated by a particular vehicle, and they are having a thrust, and they are going to a particular area. So it all depends on that, in which direction we are going to launch them. So we know that in which direction our enemy is. So it is all depend on the human being, because launching in our hand, launching of this type of system is in our hand. Okay. So when we have launched this system in that particular enemy area, and that particular enemy area, we have identified, okay, these are the human beings, these are the tanks and all the things. Then we can take the decision with the help of AI, and then we lock the target and we can destroy it. Understood? No, but a question has been arises. Like, what are the risks of artificial intelligence? I'll explain. The first risk is whatever I explained, that this type of thing is very much useful, and there's no involvement of human being when we are talking about the area which is not in our territory, or the area which is near to the base camps of the enemy territory, base camp of the enemy. Okay, because in the border areas, villages are there where civilians live, but we know that this particular area, by our intelligence or something, we know that this particular area where the enemy could be hidden, enemy could be there. Okay, so that particular area, there is very less chances the civilian will be there, so we can target those particular areas. A risk involved when we are going to take this intelligence inside for our internal security. Means we are talking inside our territory of India or territory of one particular state. Okay, then it's very much chances that normal civilian is also involved over there. Then we have to be very much careful, or we can take the AI as a standby or as a helping hand rather than decision maker. So something has been happened in the one particular area. That particular area, if it is inside our territory, we take the help of AI. The target has been locked with the help of AI, but the final hitting of operation has been given by a human being also, only after identifying all those things. So that can be in that case, risk can be involved if we totally give the command to AI system only, decision making with the help of AI. Okay. No, AI has no dependency on the OS, nothing on that. Okay. Now, rather than by seeing this particular video, we are seeing that two people are there where this loitering munition system is hitting. If what happened that it is a complete base, a complete theater is there, and some places 2 people are there, some places 4 people are there, and one particular place is there where more than 100 people or more than 100 vehicles are available. Then how to identify and how to determine that I am going to make the maximum loss of that particular enemy? How to do the maximum loss? So if it is the area is big, it may be possible one loitering munition system will not do effective because it is having a small warhead. It can destroy. So it is, if 100 vehicles are there, it can destroy maybe 5 to 10 vehicles. So it may be required. We require a fleet of such type of loitering munition system, means more than one loitering munition system, and we have to make some type of coordination between these loitering munition systems so that they will find out one particular area, and in that particular area one particular place where the maximum destroy, if we do the maximum destroy, that will be the maximum benefit for us. So in a particular area, maybe the center of that particular portion in an area, one center of that is having the main base camp. Rest places are the small base camp, main base camp. So we find out that particular main base camp is not compulsory in the center. Somebody here also, here or there also in that particular area. So we have to find out that particular main base camp, and then we destroy that main base camp. Okay. So it is not possible with the help of one loitering munition system. There's a requirement of more than one loitering munition system, and they loitering munition system will communicate to each other, and then they find out, okay, this particular place is the main base camp, and then every loitering munition system will attack on that particular thing, and they destroy that particular base. Okay. So that will be more helpful rather than targeting one type of enemy people. If we destroy the complete main base camp, is always helpful. Okay. So how to do that? How to make a communication between them? How to identify that this base camp is the main base camp and this base camp is the a sub base camp? So there will be some type of concept is known as optimization. That means different type of loitering system or munition system are going on a particular base area on a particular area, and they are taking the pictures of different places, and then they are sharing the information with the help of each other. And in this sharing, what they are doing, they are identifying, counting that, okay, when I have taken the picture, there are 10 human beings and 5 vehicles are available. Okay. The other munition system has taken the picture and is saying that, okay, I am able to get 12 human beings and let's suppose 10 vehicles. Third loitering munition system saying something else, fourth something else, and then finally they reach to a conclusion that which loitering system will saying that I maximum identification, I have done a maximum identification, that particular area could be a main base. So rather than destroying these sub places, sub base camps, they all reach to a particular place, they all converge to a particular place, and then they attack on that particular area. This terminology in computer science is known as the optimization techniques, where we try to find out that what could be a maximum or minimum of a particular objective function. So what is our objective over there in the last example? Our objective is to finding out the main base camp. This is our objective, and this objective is become like a maximum or minimum. That means maximum of the human being, and minimum loitering system will be used. So we have to do maximum destroy and with the help of minimum loitering systems. Rather than we are destroying every sub base camp one by loitering system, we destroy the main base camp. Okay. Till now it is over. Any doubt? What did enemy do to counter this system? So there are various BMDs and all are there. First of all, what did enemy do to counter this system? So the enemy has also having the countering of these systems with the help of, they are having a surveillance, they are having a radar system in their theater, and that radar system will finding out that okay, but this could be an entity or an entity, but what the problem comes in radar system type of thing? First of all, radar system also you have to put some type of AI over there to identify that is it's the signature which is coming with this particular object, the radio cross section area, the radio cross section which is coming with this particular object is not an eagle, it's a drone. It's not a big bird, it's a drone. So the signature you have to identify, then you have to train your radar system also. Otherwise, you have to keep every time the human being on the feeding of the radar system, identifying that I'm matching the signature from. So it become from this. Correct. We are coming to this particular thing, Niladri thing, Niladri ji. We are coming to this thing only. I'm going to explain this only. What is your question? Okay, so where I was, so I was saying that okay, the enemy can also put radar system, and then they have to also use AI over there and identifying that this particular signature is from either a big bird or a drone or anything else. Okay. Obviously, we can use this DCS PLC in AI. Okay, so we are talking about the optimization. Somebody asked me a question about swarm domes. I'll cover it. Swarm domes. Okay. So what is the optimization? The optimization mean by optimization is to finding out or maximizing or minimizing a real function by systematically choosing input values from within an allowed set and computing the values of the function. So a little bit theory there, then I'll explain the basic idea behind that. So basically, this is optimization means finding out the minimum or maximum of anything. So let's suppose a very simple example. Let's suppose we say that if a function is something like x square. Okay, so x square, what is the maximum, what is the minimum of that particular thing? What is the minimum value of that x square thing? So x square will be having a minimum at 0. So we have to find out the maximum or minimum means we have to find out where it could be the minimum. If we say that what is the maximum value of minus x square, so the maximum value of minus x square is also 0. So if we are able to find out the minimum, we are able to find out the maximum also by just multiplying by -1. So both the things are okay. So optimization means to finding out the best or maximum in other terminology, best in a given particular objective function. whatever the best has been given by the user, asked by the user. So if we compare this optimization thing with our loitering munition system, that what will be the input values for? What are the input values? The input values are we will giving a image. We are passing an image, we capturing an image, and then we are calculating whatever is there, a total number of human beings, or I'll explain this question here, DCS PLC, after some time, because I finish, otherwise the time is running like anything. I'll explain surely. Okay. So the input values is we have taken the image, we are doing the CNN on that, we are identifying different type of objects in that, but within a allowed set. Allowed set means that the area has been defined to us, that our loitering munition system will run in that particular area only. There will not go behind that, because we know that in this particular area there will be no civilian, only the base camps of the bases of the enemy militaries are living. Okay. So this allowed set is that particular area has been given. Suppose in mathematical terms, let's suppose we take an area of 10 cross 10. Okay, that 10 cross 10 area has been given, and that 10 cross 10 area we have to always run inside that 10 cross 10 area only. Okay, and then we have to find out where will be the maximum. Correct, Arvind Kontamji, correct. Okay, so but that is the human being controlled. Okay. We have to find out in that particular area that where is our objective function, where is our objective functions maximum minimum level. That means our base camp is available. Okay, so with the help of counting of human beings, other entities, tanks and other things, we come to a point that okay, the value which is given by one loitering system will be better than the other loitering system. So that loitering system is working fine, working efficiently, giving the maximum value. So all the loitering system, to make a maximum destroy, they move towards that. Okay. Okay, you have, I think, Indrajit Dev Das ji, you have joined, or I think you have missed something, because you have asked the question in the video. One person's ground was analyzing the camera and output and taking decision what action to be taken. So what is the contribution of AI? I have already explained that in that there is no AI. Software wise, Python is very rich in doing the ML type of things, but MATLAB is also very rich. Okay, so here in this example of finding out the maxima or minima, means doing the optimization, we have used the computer vision, we have used the CNN over there, and one more concept we are going to use, which will identify that which loitering munition system will be a better loitering munition system in compared to the other systems, and that particular concept is known as the coming slide I will tell you what is known as. Okay, so what are the basically components of 2.4 gigahertz? Yeah, 5 gigahertz also, 2.4 also, but 2.4 is better. Okay. So what are the components of doing any type of optimization? So first of all, we will get our solution, and what will the solution? The best element from set of available alternatives. So when I give an example that one loitering munition system giving something, other giving something, so we have to find out the best element, the detail which is being given by one loitering munition system rather than the other. So which one is the best one? Then the decision variables, relation of decision variables. Now decision variables are continuous, non-continuous, or set. What are the continuous, non-continuous, or set? That means whatever the values we are getting with the help of these munition systems are in basically in the number, in the counting. So they are non-continuous, means somebody is given 24 man, 5 tanks, 10 vehicles. So these are non-continuous. Continuous and non-continuous you have basically understood what I mean by continuous and what I mean by non-continuous. So function like x square is a continuous thing. Non-continuous means which is having suppose in an interval from 1 to 5 there is some value of y, then from interval from 10 to 2 means this is non-continuous. Some separations are there, so it is a non-continuous. Set means okay, it is a set of 1 2 3 4 5 6, so it can be in a form of decision variables, could be in the form of continuous, non-continuous, or set. So we are having a solution, we have a decision variables. So in our lighting management system, what is the decision variables? The decision variables on which we are taking the decision. So decision we are taking based on the number of vehicles, human being, and let's go buildings or not. It's all depend on the person who is developing this AI thing. So what all the decision variables he is taking, because the decision has been made with the help of these decision variables only. Suppose if we are saying that our decision variables is if tanks are maximum in this particular area, then this particular area will become as our main base. So that particular decision variable is having the highest priority than the rest of the decision variables. So decision variables depend on the which type of AI application, which type of decision you want to take basically. Then what is the objective function? What is the objective function? The objective function is that we make a function with the help of these decision variables, and these decision variables make a function, and then we try to solve this particular function, and then we try to find out the minimum or maximum value. So the objective function, this is a little mathematics is there. This could be a monotonic, means always increasing. It could be convex. It could be unimodal, that means it could be possible this is always increasing, always decreasing, and then means monotonic increasing, then having a peak point, and then monotonically decreasing. That means only one maximum minima is available, or it is having a, or it could be a multimodal. That means it is having more than one maximum minima is there. So maximum minima, when I'm saying maximum minima, you think about the base camp. So it could be possible that more than one area is they have made not only a single area as a base camp, they have two as a redundancy, they base two areas as a base camp. So it could become a multimodal type of function. Okay, I go a little bit quick so that because the time is already nearby. And what is the constraints? Constraints is that again the constraint is that we should not go outside our boundary. So that is one constraint on the position of these lighting munition systems. So these are constraints. The boundary constraint is there, and the constraint could be a inequality constraint or equality constraints. So if I explain these optimization components with one more example of air ticket booking, can you explain me that how air ticket booking optimization is possible? Just keep in just lighting munition system, keep aside, just optimization concept to know about the optimization concept, how the optimization works. Then again we'll come back to the lighting munition system. Then how the optimization works. if we say that air ticket booking, okay, so I am unmuting people so that somebody can explain me that how the optimization can be helpful, or what type of optimization you people do. All are unmuted, so anybody can explain me. So when we are talking about air ticket booking system, so go one by one. What we want minimum cost. This is our motto, optimization, minimum cost. Now the solution is we have to find out if we are going from one place to another place. We are going for a particular app of Yahoo, suppose yatra.com or Make My Trip or Air India, anywhere we go, and then we find out what are the flights are available from one place to another place. So what it does, it gives the various solutions. These are the various flights. Now, what are your decision variables? Your decision variables are, first of all, that your from where source to destination. These are two decision variables are there. Third, what will decision variable? Date. And After that, some more decision variable you can add on that. What could be the decision variables? Okay, based on these things, these three things, you have searched and you have find out various solutions. Now, some more decision variables or filters you can add on that, which could be your time, and other filter could be your financial things, means how much financial things you require, fare, yeah, how much fare you require. So these decision variables depend on the human being. Suppose if it doesn't matter by the fare, so that filter he can remove. If it doesn't matter which time it is going, then that filter also you can remove. So for whole day, any time, any cost, you can go. So it depends on the application to application, which type of application you are going to develop, and based on that you take the decision, various type of decision variables. Okay. So I've taken the 5 decision variables over here for this optimization problem of air ticket booking. I've taken source, destination, I've taken time, fare, and date. Okay. Now, what is my objective function? Objective function is to finding out these decision variables in such a way that my cost will be the minimum. Okay. What is the constraint? Constraints are that time. Now I have applied the constraint on the constraints on the decision variables. So what is the constraint on decision variable? That time is morning 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. This is one constraint. The second constraint on the cost, that cost will be from 5,000 to 15,000. So constraints are always applicable on a decision variable. Non-stop is also a decision variable. Okay, so these are the various constraints which are applied on a decision variable, and then based on doing all the things, when I press, what I get a particular list which are fulfilling my requirement of the optimization. Means in the terms of cost, and that these all the flights are available, and these are constraints which I have given to, they are following all the constraints. So it may be possible, that whatever the constraint I have given, so let's suppose I've given the constraint that my cost will be going from 5,000 15,000, and and the timing is 8 to 10 o'clock. So it could be possible that my solution become like an infeasible solution. So there will be no list, because all the flights in that particular time is more than 15,000. Understood? So then what you have to do when you're not getting any solution, you have to, and your solution become like infeasible solution. What you have to do? You have to give some type of relaxation in your constraints. So you say that, okay, now rather than going from 8 to 10, I take 8 to 12. So it may be possible that when you again search, you find out some solution. So then solution become like a feasible, infeasible based on what are the constraints you have given. Understood? So coming back to optimization problems. So in computer science language, we are having various NP, NP hard, NP complete type of problems, which are basically the optimization problems. Most of the people, they're having some type of interest on computer science, or they are from computer science background, they know these type of problems, such as traveling salesman problem, or vertex color problem, or knapsack problem, 01 knapsack problem. These all the problems are there which are optimization problems, and there is no direct algorithms available on these particular problems. These problems have been solved with the help of various optimization techniques. Okay, and as a various searching or sorting type of algorithms are available in computer science, there's no direct algorithms available for this type of optimization problem. So this optimization problem, if we solve with the help of one particular technique, and we solve with the help of another particular technique, it may be possible that the solution will be different. Okay. So this optimization technique, which I'm going to explain afterwards, is also helpful of solving out such type of problems. But these algorithms, again, when we run in different instances, it may be possible the solution which is given by these techniques which I explained will be different from the previous solution. So you people have gone through this particular game named as Sudoku. This is also comes under category of optimization problem. What we have to do in this, in the Sudoku, we have to fill the Sudoku where the numbers in one particular block will be from 1 to 9, and they should not repeat in the columns and the rows. So when I say they should not repeat in the columns and the rows, we are putting the constraint on that, and one more constraint we are putting that every block of 9 cross 9, every 1 cross 1 block should have 1 to 9 number. Okay, so when some constraint I have put on that decision variable I have taken. Okay, so and when I'm not defined that what will be my best Sudoku solution. So such type of problem where we can have multiple number of solutions is known as the feasibility problems. It's the one of the part of optimization problems. So in this example, there are 3 solutions of this particular Sudoku. Okay, but if I say that okay, this 9 cross 9 9 cross 9 cell number I required as a 5, let's suppose 5 or 1. If I required 1, then only one solution become like a feasible. So when I give one more optimization thing that my solution should be in 9 cross 9 cell will be 1, then it become like a, when I add a objective function in that, then it become like an optimization problem. So when there's no objective function, just we have to solve the problem, it will become like a feasibility problem. And when we add the objective function on that what we require, what we want to achieve, we achieve the 9 cross 9 cell should be 1, then it become like an objective function. Okay. This optimization being used in various places: civil engineering, aerospace structure, trajectories of the missile, network connection for communication, optimum guarantee period of equipments, and all that blah blah blah. Various places they will be used. Okay. What are the approaches of the optimization approaches? There are basically 2 approaches of optimization. Various mathematical techniques are there. Linear programmings are there. Mixed linear programmings are there. Integer linear programmings are there. So various mathematical techniques are available which can be solved these optimization problem, but these mathematical techniques having some type of limitations. That's why we are moving from these optimization techniques to meta heuristic techniques. In the meta heuristic technique, we talk about various type of techniques, and these such as particle swarm optimization, genetic algorithms, and on-colony optimization. So basically, what are these mathematical techniques? So these mathematical techniques are most conventional classical algorithms. So people who has having somewhat interest of mathematics, they know that various mathematical techniques are available, such as simplex algorithm, which is deterministic in nature, and they can solve such type of optimization problems. But what's the problem with these particular mathematical techniques? That if we move from unimodal to multimodal, these algorithms are not working. So one particular algorithm is working for one particular type of algorithm working for one particular class of problems. Then second particular algorithm is working for another particular class of problems. And again, it has become very complex to solve other optimization problems. If we make some changes in that particular optimization problem, it may be possible that the application which we are using, the algorithm which we are using, will not be useful for that particular change problem. So mathematical techniques, it's always give a best result, and every time the result will be the same one, but by little bit tuning of the particular problem, the maybe problem that it may be possible that the algorithm will not work for that particular problem. So some deterministic optimization algorithm use the gradient information. They are called the gradient based algorithm, such as Newton-Raphson. So gradient based means we always do the gradient based algorithms where when we are calculating any minimum or maximum of any particular function with the help of y dot or y double dot. And what we are doing, we are making a y dot as equals to 0 and calculating the values of to find out where it will be maxima or minima. So again, take the example of x square. If we take the y dot of x square become 2x and we make it 0, then x equals 0. So at x equal to 0, it could be either maximum or minima. And if I go for y double dot, then it become like a 2. So 2 means it's positive value. It will say that it will be the minimum. So gradient descendant means how it is going to gradient it decreasing, means take the tangent on the particular function, and if this tangent is negative always, that means we are decreasing, and if tangent is positive always, that means we are increasing. So If we tangent negative, that means we are reaching towards the minimum. Tangent positive is reaching towards the maximum. That gradient descent is basically also used in neural network applications. Is very much useful over there also. Now, what is the meta heuristic technique? The meta heuristic technique is to find out or to discover by trial and error. So, as a mathematical technique is a concrete, a meta heuristic is as a heuristic is a trial and error type of thing, and it uses a certain trade-off of randomization and local search. That means we are not going to start always from a one particular place. Suppose we are going inside a 10 cross 10 area, we are not always start our things always from 0 cross 0. So it is having some type of randomization. That means always we are going from a different location in 10 cross 10 area. That I will explain that what I mean by this. Randomization means having some type of random nature inside that. So every time the starting point will be different than the previous one. Now, what is the benefit of having the randomization? Randomization provides a good way to move away from local search to the search on a global scale. So randomization will always help to reduce the chances of trapping on a local space and move a complete global space. These two terms, meta heuristic and heuristic, are basically changed interchangeably. Recent trend tends to name all the stochastic algorithms, randomization, and local search as meta heuristic. So all the stochastic algorithms which is having some type of randomization inside it, known as the meta heuristic. The not terminologies, we all are using the meta heuristic technique for these stochastic algorithms. So what is the major components of these meta heuristic algorithms? First is the diversification and second is the intensification. Okay, before explaining, because become like a more theory over here, I gave example to you people. Okay, so let's suppose these I take some participants name. Okay, some participant, please put your name on the chat box. Okay. Thank you. Done. So I take from starting Pransu, Naveen, Sainath, and Kalyani, and Nakit. Okay, so these are the 5 people in my team, and again we all are loitering munition system. Now a target has been given to us that we have to cross the border. This is the area of 10 cross 10 kilometer cross 10 kilometer. Now we don't know that that information we are having, that somewhere the base camp is there, main base camp is there. Okay, we 5 people are there, and we have to find out where there is this base camp in a 10 cross 10 kilometer area. As a loitering munition system, we 5 people are there. Okay, now what will be our first strategy? Suppose we all are starting from 0 cross 0. Although it is a randomization with there, we can start from anywhere, but let's suppose we are starting from 0 cross 0 in a 10 cross 10. Okay, so what will be our strategy? Our strategy that we will all hold the hand of one person, other person will hold the hand of other person, and we all will move in one particular area in one particular direction. Or our strategy will be 2 people go in one particular direction, 2 in one particular direction, 1 in one particular direction, or third strategy will be all will go in different directions. So these 3 strategies are there. Okay. So Sainath Sala is saying 2 people in each direction. Why? Sainath, you are afraid you're not able to go alone. So Kalyani is saying, and there might be multiple enemies, correct? So okay, Naveen, Ved, and all these people are saying that Ankit, they are saying that we have to follow the third strategy. We have to follow the third strategy. where every loitering munition system of these 5 people will go in different directions. They go in different directions. What they will, and what they have to do, they have to find out the main base camp. So what they will do, how after finding the main base camp, what will be the result of that? They have to communicate with each other, correct? So they have to communicate. That means they are having some type of communication system also. Okay, so first they will go in different directions and they are having a communication. Now what do they communicate? Okay, Robin Jain is saying that 4 people will go to all possible directions. One will be monitoring. Why? Why one person become like a master? Why there's a requirement of master and slave? Let everybody is the master. Everybody is having the intelligence. Are you agree with me? Because Robin Jain is saying that 4 people will go all possible direction. One will be monitoring. So what I am saying that it is not compulsory always to go for the master slave type of concept. We can go because all can become like a master, and that master will take a decision. Okay, so as Pransu said that they will giving real-time information about what they are seeing. So they are seeing means they are using one artificial intelligence concept and they are communicating with the other one. We don't need master slave, correct? So we are communicating with other one. Now when we are communicating with the other one, then what we are doing? Now we are selecting that when we are communicating with each other and saying that about the real-time information about the enemy, then one loitering system, one supposes Sainath is saying that I am having the maximum number of entities identified. Okay, then the rest of the loitering munition system will follow the direction in which Sainath has gone, because they will think that the direction in which Sainath has gone will be the direction of where the main base camp is situated. Now everybody should converge in that particular place and they will combine and they will destroy that particular main base. Understood? Kind of optimization. It's a kind of optimization. That means we have given an area, we have to find out a particular place. I'll come to the base. Now, when we all coming to the base, we are moving towards a particular loitering munition system of Sainath. Is we keep our eyes blind, we keep our eyes closed and we are not seeing now anything? No, we are seeing everything now also. What we are seeing that we are also taking the images. When we are moving towards Sainath, we are also taking the images and we are also communicating with each other. The reason behind that, it may be possible that whatever the my information in that particular instance time t+1, t+0 is Sainath information. In the time t+1, my information is better than the Sainath information. It may be possible. Now when my information become like a better one than the previous one, then what other will do? The other will change their direction, because now I am having the highest priority rather than the previous one. So everybody will start following to me. So in this course of action, the third loitering munition system may be possible when they are reaching towards me. It may be possible that they will also find out one particular value which is better than these previous two. So in this way, this communication loop is going on and on until unless we will not reach a particular place. Now it may be possible if we are not randomize our search and we follow a particular path or particular direction, it may be possible we will reach to a place which is actually not a main base. which is known as the local optima. We reach to a place in a multi-model function. It may be possible it will like this and then deep, but everybody is focusing on the local optima. So if we are not randomizing our search in such a way, it may be possible that we reach to a point which is actually not a base camp, it's a sub base camp type of thing. Okay, in that particular case we will trapped into a local optima. So to avoid this local optima, first of all we have to randomize we have to randomize our searching type thing. That means we all not start 0 and 0 in particular 10 cross 10 area. If we are having the possibility to start from a different places and 10 cross 10, suppose one is starting from 0 cross 0, somebody is starting from 10 cross 0, somebody is starting from 10 cross 10 and 10 into 10, and somebody is starting from suppose less 0 comma 10. So these all four locations, all four corners, if possible, is there. If not possible, we have to start from one particular or different particular places from our territory. But if possible, we have started from different maximum distance places, and then we start communicating with each other. That will help us to find out, to cover the complete search space. That will help us to find out to complete the search space. Now, when we're talking about these two concepts, we are coming to a particular light ammunition system. We are trying to exploring something, and we are trying to exploiting something. So what I mean by this, we are trying to exploring and exploiting. That means there are two major components meta-heuristic technique. One is known as the diversification or the exploration, which means generate diverse solution so as to explore search space on a global scale. And second is the intensification, to focus on the search in a local region by exploiting the information that a current good solution is found in this region. Now, meaning by this exploration, that means exploration, I already explained that we go to the different search spaces, different random locations, and start the search from there and explore the complete search space. And second, the exploitation, that means if one loitering munition system has identified one particular area, one particular place, he will also do the loitering in this particular area and finding out maybe possible the nearby somewhere some more big base camp is available. So that means he's doing the exploitation in that particular area also. Now the question arises that when we are doing the exploration, that and one particular system has identified the maximum thing, then the speed of the other lighting munition systems, because they can have the different type of speeds, will be high or should be low. Should we come to converge in very high speed or should be converged with a very low speed? So there is always a balance between these speeds, because if we go very high speed and trying to converge to that particular with that particular lighting munition system and go very high speeds, it may be possible that we are not able to capture the images of that area which we are covering, because suppose we are taking the images after every 10 seconds. So if we go very fast, then that 10 second will cover a particular area, and in that 10 second, if my speed is very high, one particular base camp may pass. So my speed should be in between very high to very low. But when we are converged at a particular place, now my speed should be very less, so that I can exploit that particular area and finding out there should be nothing remain in that particular area which can be not been captured by the lighting munition systems. Okay, so that exploitation should be there. When we are reaching to the target, we do the exploitation over there. Now if we talk about these techniques, there are classification techniques. These are two. Either is a population based, which is multiple agents, means as the example which I am giving is the population based, where multiple agents are involved. These are coming as a genetic algorithm, particle swarm optimizations, and ACO and optimizations. Or it could be a single agent base, which is nothing but simulate annealing. So One other technique of this meta-heuristic I'm going to cover over here, which is the multiple agents that you come to know that till now that I am talking about multiple agents. And these multiple agents are working for these three famous GA, PSO, and ACO. Okay, so these meta-heuristic techniques are given by the different time at different people. This simulated annealing given 1983 by these people, by ACO given by in 1992, while PSO has been given in 1995 by a psychologist and an engineer, James Kennedy and Russell C. Everhart. So I'm going to cover this particular thing, particles form optimization, because one person has asked me in the chat that it is something like swarm zones. Yeah, I'm talking about swarm zones. Okay, so I am talking about swarm zones, which is using the concept of particle swarm optimization, a meta-heuristic technique. Okay. So, what is the difference in these meta-heuristic techniques, mathematical techniques? These meta-heuristic techniques, which I am talking of agent-based, multiple agent-based, these are nature-inspired. What do I mean by nature-inspired? That we have learned these techniques from the nature. That how in the nature, that means how the birds are working, how somebody has said break. If you require break, break is necessary over here. Sumana is saying yeah. Okay, so we take a 5-minute break. We come by 12:15. 4-minute break is there. Go take some water and come. 5-minute break. Okay, thank you. Okay, may I start now? May I start? So we are talking about the meta-heuristic technique, and I said that before going for 5 minutes break, that the meta-heuristic techniques are nature inspired. What do I mean by nature inspired? That means what we are seeing in the nature, that how ants are making the colonies, and how different type of swans and all, they are moving and trying to find out the food, how the fish are doing their schooling and all the things. So this is nature inspired, means we have learned that why when we're talking about PSO, particles of automation, it is psychologist is also there who has basically invented this particles of automation. That means everywhere some type of psychology, how the nature is working and all the things. They have learned from that, and then they try to replicate those things as a meta-heuristic technique. So these are basically nature inspired. They do not require the complete information, knowledge of the problems, as a mathematical technique requires the complete information or knowledge of the problem. In meta-heuristic technique, it is not required having the complete all the information. Some information we can give as a random information and then find those informations. Problem need not be postulated in conventional quality and inequality form, as in mathematical things we require the decision variable should have a constraint in the equality and inequality form, but it is not there over here. Suitable to solve problems which are multimodal, larger dimensional, discontinuous, mathematical techniques are very much working for a unimodal or continuous type of function functions, while meta-heuristic technique will work anywhere, either it is unimodal, multimodal, continuous, discontinuous, any type of decision variables is there, any type of constraint is there, they are working. So overall, one thing is that meta-heuristic technique, if we learn meta-heuristic technique, it is helpful to solve any type of optimization problem of whatever the nature of the this optimization problem. Okay. One thing is there that they provide a satisfactory solution to the problem which are difficult to solve by conventional methods. And the focus point is that satisfactory solution. They are not claiming that this is the best solution. This is a satisfactory solution, but since these type of problems cannot be solved or very complex to solve with the help of conventional methods, so at least these techniques are available which can give a satisfactory solution. So the solution will remain within a plus minus boundary of this particular solution, but the best, they are never claiming about the best solution. This type of problem, this type of technique known as the black box optimization techniques, because they don't require what is inside the optimization problem. What they only required, what is the objective function, what is the decision variables, and what are the constraints. They don't require this type of function is this, it is a multimodal function or unimodal function. They are working like a black box. That means every problem inside that, they don't require anything other than the inputs which are giving to this particular problem. And last, they do not guarantee the global optima. Now, how they are working the meta-heuristic technique? They generate a solution randomly, okay, and that generated solution values. Suppose this is a factorial function which we are trying to solve. We go a little bit to mathematics. That suppose this function we try to solve, and this function is we are able to solve with the help of differential calculus also, but since it is having more than one variable, decision variable is there, x1, x2, and x3. So we have to, when we go for taking the y dot, so then we have to take the y dot with the help of x1, with the help of x2, and with the help of x3. Then we have to solve the matrix. So it becomes like a complex. And if we increase this number of decision variables, then become much and much complex to solve such type of problem with the help of our differential dy dx type of techniques. So this type of problems can be easily solved with the meta-heuristic technique. What they basically do, if such type of function is there, which such as f equals to x1 square minus 2 x2 square plus 7x3, what they do, they just take the input values, any random values. So as I said, that meta-heuristic technique having some randomization. So we don't know, means any value we can take, x1, x2, and x3, and then we evaluate. Suppose we are to minimize this particular problem. What will be the minimum value of f having various values of x1, x2, and x3? So this meta-heuristic technique just developed one particular solution, and then that solution has been given to this optimization problem. It has calculated the value of f, and that f value, which is known as the fitness value of this particular function, which is the objective function, and that f value, based on the fitness of the current solution, suggests other better solution with the help of intelligent operators. So if we compare this with our Notre Dame emission system, so this f is nothing but total number of count of the enemy entities. So which is the fitness value? Okay, there we have to try to maximize. Here we're supposed to try to minimize. Maximize and minimization, as I told you already, that's -1 concept is there. If we multiply by -1, maximum become minimum and minimum become maximum. So here, suppose we try to minimize the things of value of f, then this f value will be compared in every iteration with the previous value. And if this f value will be the better than the previous value, then we change the solution, and then we do the rest of the activities based on this changed value of f. Okay, so how we do the activities, that I will explain with the help of particle swarm optimization, one of the particles meta-heuristic technique. In this, what I'm going to follow basically, what is the origin of particle swarm optimization, what is the concept, and what is the algorithm, and if the time permits, I will give some code also, so that you can basically understand the basic concept of the particle swarm optimization. It is proposed by James Kennedy and Russell Eberhard, and it just combines the self experience and social experience. Okay. So till now, any problem? Any question? Because we are going for a concept of meta-heuristic technique of PSO. If any question is there, I can explain, and then I go ahead. Okay. Robin Jan has asked a question for e-com pricing. Which
No,
AI
these
model?
are some algorithms, sir. Whatever you are say explaining.
Yeah.
These are all algorithms. Like supposing the ant theory also, it has got some mathematical.
Correct. I'm going to explain some mathematical thing,
Okay. Okay.
which is not very complex. That benefit of this meta-heuristic technique is that these are not very complex.
Okay.
And the second benefit is that not being so much complex, they are giving the good results.
Okay. They are not like differential calculus and
Correct,
the
correct. So
vector algebra like thing.
correct. So please note that these are, as I already explained, that mathematical techniques are complex in nature, but the benefit that if they are able to give the solution, this solution will be the best solution. Okay, but particles of this meta-heuristic technique is applicable on every type of problem, every type of optimization problem, but they are not saying the best. They are saying that this is the good solution and near to the optimal solution. Okay, but in the mathematical technique, for every problem, it may be possible there's no algorithm exists, such as Newton-Raphson or simplex algorithm, which are come under various mathematical techniques. It's not there that for every type of application they are existing. But as I already told that these meta techniques are black box. Any type problem, apply these algorithms, they give some result and some fruitful result to you. Okay.
Can you also give that example of say travel salesman thing, which you initially started with some 3 algorithms, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, what I thought that I should give you the loitering munition system.
Okay.
I gave the traveling salesman also, but I will share my mail ID over here. Okay.
Okay.
You ping me in that. I will
Okay.
give you some code for that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay.
Somebody has asked, Naveen has asked me that is PSO technique similar to clustering. I cannot compare these two techniques because clustering and optimization both are different things. Clustering is making the groups, correct? And optimization is finding out the best solution of a particular problem. So I don't know, means I cannot compare these two things. Okay. Now it combines the self experience with social experience. So what's the meaning by this self experience and the social experience? I will explain the rest of the slides. That when I given the example of 5 loitering munition systems where I and four more people are there, and when I say that okay, my image having the maximum number of entities, so everybody will start following to me. Is it everybody start following to me? That means all are become like a slave to me, or they are also having some type of intelligence in it that they will find out that okay, so I am also having some type of value. Should I remain with this particular value? Should I remain in that particular place? I should not go to that particular place where somebody else is saying that they are having the maximum value. So some type of self experience they are having and some type of social experience which is communicated with somebody else. So they combine when they are taking the decision. When they are this loitering munition system taking the decision, they are combining both the things, self experience with the help of social experience, and the combination becomes as a result for them. Means they are having their own intelligence plus the society intelligence. As a human being, how we do when we come for a particular situation. In this particular situation, we take our own experience, taking the help of our own experience plus the experience of our parents, friends, and all. So both the things are important. Somebody are stubborn that they always stick to their experience, that I am always correct. So this is the one technique. They take the decision based on that. Somebody is totally influenced. They always believe on social experience. That means whatever the other will say, they will go with that. And somebody is having the both the things, self intelligence as well as the social intelligence, and they combine. So how to give the value to social intelligence, how to give the value of self intelligence, that I will explain in the rest of the slides. Okay. So as I already told you that is a nature inspired algorithm. Okay. In the nature inspired algorithm, based on the ideas of animal flocking behavior. So this flocking you have seen maybe if you at the evening or in the morning, anywhere, either in the city, basically towards the village areas or outer area of the city, you able to see such type of flocking of the birds will be there. Their social behavior and dynamic movement with communication of insects, birds, and fish. And these are animal means these are could be either insects or could be birds or could be fish. So if you see these swans are moving on and they are passing some type of information to each other, and they are following some type of pattern whenever they are going. If you if you means focused on them, they always follow a particular path and they always follow a particular pattern. And these are population based. That means whatever the decision they are taking based on the help of all other which are in the group. It is not a single person's decision. Okay. So these are particle swarm operation uses a number of agents which is known as the particles. So if in the previous picture we say that there are various birds are there, if we say these birds are named as a particle, so we are say that one bird is a one particle. Okay. Particle nothing but is a one bird. So number of particles means number of birds. So particles constitute a swarm moving around in the search space looking for the best solution. So if we say in our example of lighting emission system, there are 5 particles. Okay, rather than 5 lighting emission system, we have PSO terminology. We say there are 5 particles. Okay. Now what these 5 particles will do? Each particle in such a space adjusts its flying according to its own flying experience as well as the flying experience of the other particles. So whenever somebody gives the information, communicate the information to other particle, other lighting emission system, they fly according to, as I said already, self experience as well as the social experience. They will take the decision based on both the intelligence. Now, during this flying from one particular place to another particular place, they are changing the solution because every 10 seconds they are taking the pictures. Let's say every 10 seconds they take pictures. So every 10 seconds they are changing the solution. So in the first instance, time t plus 0, they are having one solution. These many number of entities are there. Then after t plus 10 seconds, their solution get changed. So every time the solution get changed. And we have to find out all the possible solutions given by all the possible particles and movement towards a promising area to get the global optima. And the particle which is having the global best of available possible solutions is all the rest of the particle move towards that particular promising area. So if you see this slide, it looks like we are talking a little bit about greedy type of algorithm, correct? We are moving towards greedy type of algorithm. People heard about greedy type algorithm? So greedy type algorithm which is used for solving the optimization problems. So in the greedy algorithm, what we are having number of solutions, and we select one solution out of the possible solution which look like a best solution for that particular instance. It may be possible that after some time this solution is not the best solution, but since we are not having the complete solution of that particular problem, or for that particular instance, what are the solutions available? We select one particular solution and then say that this solution is the best solution for my problem. So it looks like over here that it's working like a greedy solution, but it's not exactly greedy. It is having some differences with the greedy algorithm. But initially, it is working like a greedy. Where it is having not exactly greedy, I will explain. So each particle keep tracks its best solution, personal best, the best value of any particle, global best. So what do I mean by this? That in the 5 particles which I have taken in the area, enemy area, every particle we take an image and find out what the count. The second particle also take the image and calculate what is the count. Now it will take this value as its p base. Whenever he getting the count value, suppose in very first time Sainath is getting 10 entity as a count, and one more particle is giving 20 entity as a count. So in very first instance, the p best value is 10 for Sainath, and the g best value or the complete group value is the some particle number 4 value is the g best value, and which is also the p best value of this 4th number particle. So in this group, one particle will be there which is having g best as p best as well as the g best. Okay, and rest of the particle what they are having the p best. Now time t plus 10. Now the value of the Sainath may be changed from 10 to suppose 15. Now it will change his value to p best from 10 to 15. Understood? While the g best value of that particular particle number 4 will remain same as the 20, because he's always because he's best, he's just exploiting that particular, he's not going to exploring that area, while the rest of the particle is exploring, but this is exploiting that particular area, so his value remain the 20. Okay, now next time t plus 20, it may be possible that you get t plus p best value become like 18. So every particle having one p best value and a group having a g best value, and in the group one particle will be p best and the g best. Correct? I want to show this video to you people so that at least you can understand how they are communicating with each other, how the swarms are communicating. Just follow this video. So I followed this video. You understood anything about this? It's a very like it video very much. How the intelligent they are. Sometimes I think more than the human being. So basically, how they are working, they are having a group, and everybody will not work like a master or slave. Everybody is follow other instructions. They communicate with each other, and when they're finding out something, they change their direction based on the information given by the other particle. So it may be possible in the concept that it's a peer-to-peer communication, means everybody is communicating with everybody else, or it could be a neighbor communication, that only the neighbor is communicating with the neighbor, or any type of communication you can take, which type of looks useful to you in the algorithm. So it's a peer-to-peer, neighbor-to-neighbor, ring-based, any type of communication, because they are communicating with each other, and then communication is basically done as the algorithm demands. Okay. Now, how the particle swarm optimization, what is the concept of the particle swarm optimization, and how they are finding the things? Because I explain you that one body will move towards the other person, then how they are moving. So let's suppose this is the search space of this blue screen is the search space of a pond. This is our search space, and then we have to find out that where is the big fish in this particular pond, okay? And how many there are some fishes are there in this particular area also. This is the local optima. Some small fishes are there which is not visible over here. Very small fishes are there, and one very big fish is there in the global minimum area, okay? So how the search will be happen? So let's suppose two people start searching and finding out where the fish has been there. Then what they are doing, they are communicating with each other, and then they are finding okay, this green line may be not visible to you. Then there is one green line which is saying that this is the depth, and I am not able to find out any fish. Then this person start moving, on the left person start moving. This also communicate which is the depth, and I am not able to find out any fish. Now again they are moving towards each other. Now, when this person, of the right side person, is find out the fish, it said that my depth is this, and I am able to find out a big fish. By the left hand side person, he said that I am also find out the fish, but it's very small, and my depth is this. But the solution which is given by right side person is better than the left hand person. So what they will do, they increase their speed and try to reach the person which is having the global minimum value, and then finally they reach to a place and converge to a particular place. Okay? So this is a very simple basic idea of particle swarm optimization, that they try to communicate with each other, doing the teamwork, and then converge a particular place, and then do whatever purpose they have been made. Okay. Now, what is the basic idea of particle swarm optimization? So it is, as I already told you, it's not a master slave. That means each particle is searching for the optimum. It is not responsibility of one person to do the monitoring. Each particle is moving and hence has a velocity. So from the previous slide, I've seen that two people are moving towards each other. So they are having the velocity and they are having a position also. So each particle, remember the position, it was there, it had its best results so far. So as I said that when as a T as a writing munition system, whatever the P best they are getting, P best they are getting is always what is the best value they are getting. They always remember that particular value as a P best value, personal best value. But this would not much good on its own. Particle need help in figuring out where to search. So if we become stubborn, we will always remain in one particular place. If you follow the society also, you can reach to the destination we want to reach. Similarly here also, this would not be much good if its own particle need help in figuring out where to search. Correct? So for that, what they will do, particle in the swarm cooperate, they communicate, they exchange information about what they are discovered in the place they have visited. Okay, they pass the information with the help of any other communication technique, whatever the technique they are using. Now the third idea is that their cooperation is very simple. So a particle has a neighborhood associated with it. So that I said it could be a neighborhood of you can make a ring type of neighborhood, or you can make a peer-to-peer type of, or star type of neighborhood, any type of neighborhood, whatever you want, you can make based on the application. So a particle has a neighborhood associated with it. Particle knows the fitness of those in its neighborhood and use the position of the one with best fitness. So as they are communicating, they are also communicating the best fitness value of everybody else. Now this position and uses the position of the one with the best fitness. So what they are saying, they are after getting the fitness value of other particles, they know where the other particle exists, direction of the particle, and they follow the position of the one with the best fitness. This position is simply used to adjust the particle velocity. So they are moving towards, converging towards that particular particle. So based on that, they are changing their velocity, means with high, with low. When reaching towards the particle becomes slow, and when they are far, they become faster. Okay, so there's something like this they are doing. These are various particles. This is our terrain where loitering munition system has been placed. Okay, so these are various, and we have placed on the boundary also, so that it may be possible that we are searching inside only, and the things are available on the boundary. Now they are having different direction. Randomization is there, so they are having different direction, moving different places. Now they are trying to, they are communicating with each other. So I said that they can do the communication peer to peer, or they communication to, means any type communication you required, they can do the communication based on that. And then they are converged to a particular place. Okay. The slide is missing that particular place slide. Now, as the algorithm, each particle modifies its position. So when they are moving from one place to another place based on the global best, they change their position based on its current position. What is the current position? Current velocity, and distance between the current position and the p base, and distance between the current position and the g base. So this is the basic algorithm which has been used for changing the position of the particle. Means when a particle is one, since I said that if they are moving toward the direction of the best particle, how they change their position, means that in coordinates, how they're changing their coordinates. So their coordinates has been changed with the help of these four things: current position, velocity, and the distance between the current position and the p base, and the current position and the g base. I hope that p base and g base is clear to you. Now, how they are changing their directions? The direction is changed as this. As I suppose, here I am. Okay, my p best, which I have captured, is somewhere here, but I am moved toward the particle which is the g base, which is somewhere here. Now the other particle having a g base somewhere here, and my velocity direction is this. Now how I will move? I'll move like this. Since my velocity is this direction, I move like towards my velocity direction. Then I will also keep in mind what is my best value. I will move toward the best value also, like this. And I also having an influence of the g base, so I move towards the g base. So finally, my direction will become like this. So I'll follow my current position, my velocity, my personal best position, and my g best. Okay, so this will determine my the new next position as well as direction of my velocity. Now, if you understood the total cases, one question is there. Okay, one question is there: when to change the personal best of any loitering munition system and the global best of the complete group. Now, the first case is there: my new position is better than its personal best, and it's better than the global best. If the case one, my new position is not better than the personal best, my personal best, okay, because I'm moving towards the direction of global best, it may be possible, but my personal best there, not during the course of moving towards that, it is not better than the previous one, like personal best. If it is not better than the personal best, and as well as not better than the global best, then what I should do? Then I should not update any value of the personal best and the global best. Now, in the case two, if my current position is better than personal best but not the global best, means I'm not better than the complete group, but I am better than the myself, then what I will do? I update my personal best, but I do not update the global best. Now, my third case is that my new position is the better than personal best as well as the better than the global best. That means I am personally also I am best location, as well as in the group also I am a best location. Then this new position will be better, become like my I have to update my personal best as well as I have to update the global best of the complete group. As a case 4, if my new position is better than not better than my personal best, but it is better than my global best. So this case 4, the possibility is there or not? We can have such type of case or not? So it is not a possibility of having a position which is not better than my personal best, but better than global best, because personal best is either equal to the global best or lesser than the global best. So it is not possible that something is better than the personal best, but sorry, not better than the personal best, but better than the global best. So this case is not possible at all. No, this is a pseudocode. I will explain the pseudocode with the help of a program also. What I will do, somebody has asked me the question how to define the personal best and global best. That I will explain now. That these some slides will explain about that only. So what is there in the pseudocode? First, I initialize the particle initialization. That means I have given the different locations, different coordinates. As an example, we have taken up a munition system where we have taken various type of loitering munition system. So different coordinates I have taken. So any randomized coordinates I have given. Then what I will do, I will calculate a fitness function. That means what the image I have taken at that particular coordinates, that coordinates value will become like our fitness function. How many entities are there become like our fitness function value. So this is about this is a fitness function fp, and the value of fp is our fitness value. Now, if this fp better than the fp best, then p best is equal to p. So in very first time, there's since particle has reached to a particular place, given a particular coordination, initialization has been happened. So the very first position of a particle become like is p best, because till now he has not moved anywhere. Is a one particular location. The very first position become like a particle's p best position. Now every particle will calculate its p best position. Now this p best position will we check that which p best position is in this group is the best location, best position. Then that best position become like a global best. So very initialization when happen, then every particle having a p best, as somebody has asked me, and out of these particles, one value which is having the maximum number of entities become the g best. So this is the g best of the group. Understood? Now this is about initialization. Now different iteration will happen. Now what the people will start doing, since one particular particle has said he is a J best, now they are moving towards this particular particle having the G best value. Now the iteration gets started and they are moving towards this particular particle or loitering munition system, which is saying that which is having the G best value. Now they are changing their velocity and the position. So how they are changing their velocity? As I said that they are changing the velocity based on their previous velocity, correct? Plus how much distance they are having from their p best and how much distance they are having from global best value. Now it is having two particular values, C1 and C2. So I have said that they are influenced by the social as well as self experience. So that self experience and social experience, how much value you want to give to them, will determine with the help of C1 and C2. So let's suppose and in PSO as the experiment had proved that C1 plus C2 always remain as a 4 or less than 4. Okay, so this, suppose you want to give the maximum value to yourself, so you give the maximum value of C1, or you want to, means if you are said that you are the maximum intelligent person, so you always believe on yourself, then you give the maximum value to C1. But if you say that okay, no, I believe on the people, I take the help of the people always, so then you can give the maximum value to C2, or you can have a balance between C1 and C2 based on your refinement, how much refinement you can do, and to remain the C1 plus C2 remain less than equals to 4, then you can determine that how much value you want to give to self experience and how much value you want to give to social experience. Then based on the velocity which has been changed, we change the position of the particle. So this is the position of the particle is a p plus v. That means my current position plus my velocity. So if we say a very basic physics, if we having a formula of velocity, distance and time, what is the formula of velocity, distance and time?
V is equal to
u plus at.
Okay, v equals to u plus at. Let's suppose there's a no acceleration. So there's a no distance. V equals to
V is equal d by t.
Okay, so if suppose it is per unit time, if time is unit, so the velocity is equals to unit times
Distance. Yeah.
Velocity equals to distance, correct?
Yeah.
Displacement or distance. We will not go to displacement and distance. Let's suppose both the things are same. Displacement and distance, both are things are same. So so P means current position. So let's suppose I'm coordinate 0 plus 0 comma 0, and my velocity is 10 meter per second. So after 1 second, I will reach to a coordinate from 0 comma 0 to, suppose if I go to diagonal, so I reach to a 10 cross 10, or suppose if I go x axis, I reach to the 10 comma 0. Don't go with the numbers. So I reach to the position, new position, which is my current position plus velocity, because I'm taking the velocity always a unit time. Understood? So I reach from 0 cross 0 to 10, 0 cross 0 comma 10 value after a unit time interval. So this is how my velocity get changed. This is how my velocity get changed, and this is how my position get changed. And this position changing of the position is influenced by this particular equation, which is v equals to v plus c1 in some random value p base minus p plus c2 into random value p g base minus p. Okay, that will determine my velocity, means how the velocity should be high, velocity should be low. It all depends on these particular values.
Sir, what is C1 and C2?
Okay, I'll explain. Okay. So what the parameters of this particular algorithm is, the A is the population of agents, means how many particles you want to take, position of agent in the solution space. So initializing what is the position at any particular instance of time, what is the position of the particle, what is the objective function, what you want to solve, you want to maximize, minimize, anything, what you want to solve, what the optimization function you are having, velocity of any particular agent or particle, and the neighborhood of that particular agent. So that neighborhood, you will determine that neighborhood, which type of, as I explained, which type of neighborhood you want, depend on the application to application. Okay. Now somebody has asked me the explanation of C1 and C2. So there are two particular formula equations are there: P equals to P plus V and V equals to V plus C1, and this particular thing, where the P is the particle position, V is the part direction. That is very much clear. Now C1 is the weight of local information, C2 is the weight of global information. That means local information means how much value you are giving to the yourself. That is nothing but local, but you are getting what are your information. C2 is the weight of global information, means what you are getting by the outside world. Rand is a random, yeah. So rand is a random variable, means I generate a random value between 0 and 1, any value between 0 and 1. So every time this random value gets changed, I cannot say my velocity will always increase or decrease with a particular factor, because every time this random will determine that velocity factoring will be different. Okay, P base is the global positioning of the particle, and G is the particle base position of the particle. Okay. Okay, and this is come with the help of various experiments on working on the PSO, that what the people in most of the papers and most of the experiments, what they have done, they have taken the particles usually between 10 and 50 in between 10, because if we increase the number of particles, your iteration get increases, and your iteration if your iteration get increases, your time to solve a particular problem get also increases. So if you take between 10 to 50, most of the application get been solved. Importance C1 is the importance of personal best, and this is C1 plus C2 is the importance of neighborhood best value, and this by empirically chosen value is the C1 is C2 is always less than or equals to 4 value. And as I already explained to you, the velocity of the particle is very low. Okay, means if you are always moving from 0, 0 to 0 0.001, 0.001, if velocity is very low, then algorithm is too slow. Means it may be possible that if you go for the 1000 iterations, you are not reached, not able to converge to the best till the best particle. Okay, but if your velocity is too high, it may be possible that you are moving from 0, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20. The velocity is too high that it may be possible that you have passed to the global best value or that loitering initial system. So you have to decide your velocity between these two things, and that is also experimentally decided that what value have to be chosen. And this is also when you run the application various times, then you can understand that, okay, if I decrease it, the velocity, I've increased the velocity, then the solution will be the better one. So it is, because since it's a meta heuristic, you have to hit and trial. Although one more meta heuristic technique is there where these all things are not there, which is maturing these days. If I get the time, I will explain those things also. Okay, so how to start? Okay, how to start the application? So to starting the application, yeah, I switch on this 1 minute. I switch on my laptop charging. So how to start? So starting, create a population of agents and take any 10 to 50 particles, uniform distributed over X. X means such a space. Evaluate each particle position according to objective function. If particle current position better than the previous best position, update it. And if determine the best particle according to best particle previous best position. So this is the way we start our application. I'm a little bit hurry so that I can reach to the code at least. Now I update the velocity with the help of inertia, personal influence, and social influence, and the position with the help of t plus 1 equals to p plus t and velocity, and go to the step 2 until stopping criteria is satisfied. What is the stopping criteria? Stopping criteria, either you have reached to the particular place because you have reached to the optimum value, means where the main base camp exists, or total number of iterations, means the time which has been given to you. Suppose this loitering munition system is having an endurance timing of 40 minutes. So it may be possible if you try to search always in that particular area, your battery get lost and you just drop over there. So you have to determine that what should be your stopping criteria. That means timing or iteration basically, or you have reached to the target and then you can stop. So these two things will determine that where to stop. Otherwise, you have to go iterations. Okay, so people have started like this. They are moving, they are moving, they are moving, and they are moving. So this is our base camp, which is spotted over here, and they are moving towards our base camp. And this geographically distributed area, the contours has been shown over here. And then finally they have converged to a particular place. Okay, and then they have destroyed this particular location. Understood? Now, what is the advantages of particle form optimization? It is insensitive to scaling of design variables. I already explained that any design variables you can give, any decision variables you give, is a simple implementation, as is seen from here that only two equations are there, which is if you refine it in such a way that how much efficiently it can work based on the input values which you have given, then it will be very simple in implementation type. Easily, we can make it parallel for concurrent processing. Is a derivative free. This is the best thing. It's the derivative free. That means we are not going for the y dot or y double dot. Very few algorithmic parameters. And what are the parameters I have taken? I already explained. I have taken number of agents. I have taken total number of iterations, which I am going to do C1, C2 values. And these are the agents which algorithm parameters which I have taken, and very efficient global search algorithm. So the result which is given by it is always efficient. What is the disadvantage? If you are not randomize your algorithm in an efficient way, it is very much possible that it is premature converge. That means it will reach to a location which is not your global optima. That means a particular location which is not your target place. Slow convergence in defined search area, weak local search ability, means if you are defining your velocity is very less, then may possible that go for the slow convergence. These are various, as the PSO is very simple algorithm, but to make it more efficient, there are various approaches has come. for different type of applications, active target PSO, adaptive PSO, where the PSO has been used for training of your neural network and all the things. So rather than training your neural network with the help of all the time backpropagation type of thing, you can use the PSO over there also, and then train your model of neural network and then use this neural network model. Okay. So I take example and of this, and I try to find out the value of this particular objective function, which is 6x to the 4 minus 20x square plus 10x plus 99, and how PSO is going to find out this when I defined my search space from when I define my search space from let's suppose from 0 to minus 10, and when I define my search space from 0 to plus 10, and one third case when I search space from minus 10 to plus 10. So how it is able to find out this global, because if you see this particular graph, there is one global optima and one local optima. So it all depends on whatever the search space you are given. Let's suppose the search space you are given from 0 to plus 10. Then this particular area is coming. So your PSO will find out this local optima. So then in this scenario, that you have to identify that what is your search space, and if you are given the search space, your search space is efficient in a way, then only you can get the maximum possibility of getting the global minima. Okay, so quickly I go for the code. Wait for a few moments. I just load this code.
Sir, one question is there.
Can you hold your question for 2 minutes? Like just I load it. 2 minutes only. Yeah, you can ask the question.
Sir, I'm thinking, is there any algorithm which controls the communication between the particles?
Why there is a requirement of algorithm for communication?
No, then how the particles?
It is a general type of communication. Means you are just using RF, and then you are communicating with each other. As you normally you communicate with the aircraft. How you communicate with the aircraft? You are having an antenna system. You are having a transmitter. You are having a receiver.
Yeah, yeah.
Just pass the information. Means
Then
if anything else is there, then maybe I not understood the exact question.
No. I'm thinking how. I mean, is any particle can communicate with each other, or who decides which particle will communicate with whom?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that it depends all which type of communication you want. Suppose it's a peer-to-peer communication. Okay, then everybody will talk to everybody else. Understood? Or it could be ring type of arrangement you have made. In the ring type of arrangement, only the particle which is left or right, they can communicate with each other. So it all depends on you, this type of application you are making. Better always you communicate with the maximum number of people. Okay, but maximum number of people always take too much time. So if you are having a time constraint, means your database is very high, your area is very big, then it's better to communicate with only neighbor only. If your search space is small, you communicate with each other else, because as total number of these, all the things depend. Number of particles you increase, your time get increased. Number of communication you increase, your time get increased. Iteration you increase, your time get increased. So these all the things will determine then how much time is the complexity of your algorithm. If you reduce the time complexity algorithm, you communicate with the neighbor only. Okay, so what I've taken over here, I take an example which is my objective function is a sphere, and I have tried to basically minimize the value of this sum of x square minus 10 cos 2 into pi into x plus 10. So which is nothing but one restringent function. This is basically used when you try to prove that your algorithm is working best for this optimization algorithms. So this is one benchmark functions type of thing is there. So if it is working good for this function, it will work for every other function. So various optimization functions are there, which is working as a benchmark function for any algorithm which has been developed for the optimization purpose. So I've taken only this restringing function, and this is a x dot square and x plus 10. What do I mean by this? I will explain afterwards. Okay, so if I run this application with the help of PSO, what I will get, I want to get the minimum value of this. So if I run it, actually I've run with the help of I've written on the octave. So if I run it, is given the various pictures. Okay, and it is, so what I've done, I have taken various iteration from iteration 1 to iteration 100, and every iteration it is giving some value. So in the very first iteration, it is giving value as a 174, which is the global best. I am not knowing that till now, that I'm not showing the figure that how many particle I have taken. When I explain the figure, then the code you understood that how many particles I have taken. So in the first iteration, the best cost is this. Then every iteration the cost is reducing, and then if you see from the iteration number 10, from 11, they are converging to one particular place, 44.99, and then after some time, after iteration 68, the value has been changed. Then again they are going with this particular value, and then again iteration 80, the value has been changed, and finally when they have reached to the iteration 100, the value, minimum value, has come 29.1827. So if we increase the iteration, it may be possible that the value further decreases. Okay, so now you see the value of 29.1827. If I run once again, let's suppose I run once again, just note down this value 29.1827. Okay, if I again run, now you see the value has come as 39.345347. Now the previous value is 29 something, 39 something. So what I'm saying that it all depends that how much iterations we have given, how much particles we have taken, and what the random position initializing you have given, the velocity you have given. So this value will not, that every time when we run this value gets changed. So it all depends on how much refinement you are doing with this particular PSO algorithm. Then the value, better value you'll get, because it is not mathematical approach. It is a trial and hit and trial, means trial and error type of thing. So you always get different solutions, but this solution will be near to the optimum solution. Okay, if I again once again, now again the value get changed to 25, so it is better in the previous one. That means if some more refinement is required in this particular problem. Understood? So if I explain the code to you people, what I have done, I have taken the total number of particles, sorry, total number of particles I have taken for this is population is 10. Okay, population is 10, and total number of variables I have taken as a 10. What the mean by total number of variables I have taken as a 10? That means this function is nothing but x1 square minus 10 cos 2 into pi into x plus 10 plus x2 square minus 10 plus x3 square plus x4 plus x5, means it's a very huge value I have, very huge function I have taken. If I change, so the better thing about this PSO is that you just change total number of decision variables from here, from 10 to 5, from 5 to 50, any number you can take. But if you go for the mathematical technique, if you change the total number of decision variables, your technique get changed. You have to solve that particular function, and maybe that particular algorithm which is working for this particular function is not be useful. So if I take suppose this value as a 5, and I again run the application, it is coming like 1.314. So it all depends. If I reduce the total number of decision variables, so my objective function reduce smaller one, so I'm easily reaching to the solution. Since initially I've taken 10, so it is something like x1 square. You understood now, this x1 square minus 10 cos 2 pi x1 plus 10 plus x2 square minus 10 cos 2 pi x plus 10 plus x3 square, something like 10 times, as from x1 to x10 I have taken. Now I have taken x1 to x5, so I make the objective function small, so in less iteration I am going to reach to the solution. If I make it more smaller, well, I'm taking 2 only, if I make more smaller, then easily I can reach the solution. Okay, you see, now it is reached to the 0. See, you reach to the 0. Since I've taken 2 only, it is 4.5 minus 10 to the minus 8. So it reached to the 0 value. Okay. So what I've done, I have taken the total number of decision, whatever you have taken, then I've defined some constraints that my velocity of these particles, because I have to limit the velocity, it should not very high, very less. So I said that velocity remain between minus 10 to plus 10. Then iteration I have given. Then value of C1, C2, I said that personal acceleration and social acceleration remain, I've given the equal importance to them, and then I calculate the best cost of the particle. Okay. How much time I am having? Santosh? Should I go ahead or stop over here? Yeah, it is current time, I also know. But how much time I am having is still having. Okay, so I plotted very figure after calculating this best cost with the help of how many iteration I have gone and how many best cost I'm having. Okay, now how the PSO is working. So simply what I have done, as I told you that I have initialized the population. I have initialized the population, initializing population members. Some random value I have given of this position value. Some random position value I have given as I 0 0 sum to 0 0 sum to any value, means in that particular search space any value I have given. Then the initial velocity which of the particle I have given as 0 velocity, means particles are not moving at all. And then I have calculated the cost function which I have shown as a string function which I have shown to you, and every particle is calculating this cost function. Then since it is the initialization, every particle is the first position remains the best position for the particle, and that the cost of that particular position. So here, how we are calculating the cost? The calculating cost is calculated with the help of that position value. So position means value of x. Position means value of x. So if there are 10 variables, then this position is 10 coordinate value, means x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, and that values we are passing to this particular function. Okay, that position value, this position coordinate, suppose it is a function of y equals to x1 plus x2. So my position is, suppose in the terms of x1, x2 is 1, 2. So what will be my cost? My cost will be 1 plus 2, because the function is x1 plus x2. So my position become like x1 plus x2, that means 1 plus 2, means y equals to 3. So similarly, the cost function remain calculated with the help of m.m is a MATLAB code. Yeah. That can be run on the Octave. Octave is a open platform to run most of the MATLAB type of applications, not all. Okay, so this position, since it's the very first position, becomes my best position, and this cost become my best cost. Now I calculate that which position is my global best position. So what I do that, I calculate with the help of a global best value, which I taken as a my global best value taken as a infinity value, and then I say that if this value is less than infinity value, then this global best particle is a, because I want to minimize. Okay, so this is my global best value. So the initialization get over. Now we go for the now I go for the changing the velocity and the particle position. I run it for maximum iteration, and for all the particles I change my velocity with the previous velocity plus the formula which I have given to you, plus I limit the velocity, that the velocity should be remain between the maximum and minimum, as well as limit the position of the particle that should be remain inside the search space. And how I am calculating the position of the particle with the help of position of the previous position of the particle plus velocity of the particle, and then I make a upper and lower bound limits on the position, and calculating that this should remain within the search space. Then I calculate in the first iteration every particle's new cost of every particle. Now I check that this new cost of every particle is better than its previous best. If it is better than the previous best, and change the best position of the particle, as well as I calculate that this best position is better than the global best. If yes, then I better means in the terms of minimum. So it is better than the global best, then I change the global best value also. And this iteration will go on and on and on and on. And then finally, when the iterations get over, because I've taken the criteria as the maximum number of iterations, because this is maximum number of iteration is 100, which I've taken over here. So the criteria of stopping is the maximum number of iterations. So when the maximum iteration get over, so whatever the value of the global best will get will be your best cost, and the position of the particle which is given the global best with the best position of the particle. Okay. Okay, so this is a very simple example which I've given. This application of AI in this PSO I've used in various places in very complex problems, which maybe I'm not able to get the time to explain those things to you. But this is just the basic concept, is how it is working, and then you apply your objective function and refine your PSO algorithm a little bit based on those things. Then you always get a better solution. Okay, so this is the basic thing where you get after a number of iterations you get the minimum value of a particular problem. Okay. So the example which I have shown to you people, it is a one variable example. So I take it to one variable. And I take this. Okay, if we see, the best cost is 68.8495. So I go with the slides. 68.849. Okay, so whatever the result we are giving, okay, what I have told you that it is a randomization. It is possible that you will not get the exact result, but since the problem is a simple one, you are able to get, because only one decision variable is there. If I increase the decision variable, I'm giving very less time to this particular problem, my result gets changed. If the problem is simple one, or decision variables are very less, you are given the sufficient time to it, it is possibility you always get the same result. Okay, so it is a 68.849. And what is my 68.849? And what if we see from here, that what is the search space I've given? The search space I've given as the -10 to +10. Okay, if I change to 0 to 10, what will happen? Now you see it has been changed because I've changed the search space. I changed from -10 to +10 to 0 to 10. So when I change my search space from -10 to +10 to 0 to 10, so my area is, this value is coming is 94.5452. So you have to be very much careful when you are defining your search space where you want to search. Otherwise, it will go for the local optimum. Okay. I think this example and these things are clear to you people. I think I have done from my side. Thank you. Have any question is there, please ask.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Sir, I wanted to know more about cruise missiles.
Kalyani. Okay, Kalyani, cruise missiles. Okay, cruise
Yes, sir.
missiles. You're very much interested in the cruise missiles. There's any particular
Yes.
reason behind that? There any particular reason knowing about the cruise missiles?
Yes, I am interested in DRDO.
Yeah, interested in DRDO. Okay. So there are two basically type of missiles are there: ballistic missiles and cruise missiles. Ballistic missiles, as the name is suggesting, that you have also read in the physics and all the things. When we throw any
Yes.
stone, how it goes, it follow a projectile type of motion.
Okay.
Okay, so such type of missile which is following a projectile type of motion is known as the ballistic missiles, which will go like this. Okay. But
Okay.
the cruise missiles are there which will not follow this type of motion. They follow a straight line motion. That means they will just boost. Okay, then they follow a straight line. Understood? So that means the difference is that in ballistic missile type systems, you've just given a push to the missile with the help of some propulsion system or something else, and you throw a stone. Just throw a stone once only. You're given the a force to it, and then it will follow a particular path. You are not going to give all the time a force to it, a propulsion to it. Okay, for some time you are given the propulsion to it. Okay, while in the cruise type of system you have to, because you have to follow a straight line. You have to follow a straight line. What you required, if you want to go in a straight line, if you go for the aerodynamic little bit, in the aerodynamic, suppose it is a missile. Okay, so there's a gravity is always working on this. Okay,
Okay.
and what else is working on this? When it is going inside the atmosphere, there's a drag. Drag means there's a drag force. If you go on a motorcycle or something, you always feel a drag, na? So there's a one
Yes,
drag
yes.
is working on that. Now, to reduce this drag, you require a velocity towards this. That you require a thrust. That means some force should be there, a thrust, propulsion system, or anything. Means jet as a aeroplane is working, na? Jet engines and all the things is required, which can give a force towards this particular direction, which can oppose the thrust, the drag, as well as give a velocity. So you require always a propulsion system in this. And one more thing is required, which is known as the lift of the body. So body has been made in such a way that when it is going inside atmosphere, a force has been generated with the help of the body, which can always keep it on, always match this gravity, balance this gravity with the help of lift force. So this is nothing but your cruise diagram missiles.
Okay, okay.
Kalyani, if you required, I'll write my mail ID to you.
Sorry, sir, you are not audible.
So how you understood? You understood? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So when I'm not
Yes,
audible, how
yes,
you
sir.
understood?
Hello? Sir, am I
Hello?
audible?
Yeah, you are audible to me. Okay, so what I will do, I
Yes,
write
sir,
my...
yes, sir. Understood. Thank you.
Okay. Kalyani, I write my, not for Kalyani only, means for all people, if you require any type of any understanding, this is my mail ID.
Okay, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
you can pass the information on this. It is, I am Manish Tiwari. I am using my kids setup. So it is Adri Tiwari is written over here. So it is mantri@gmail.com. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So some questions are there. I read some questions. Okay. I go. Somebody has asked me, what is the advantage of choosing to write in MATLAB instead of Python? There are two different things is there. First of all, Python is a free. Okay. MATLAB is a proprietary. Since it is proprietary, you get direct engines and all the things. But Python is also very much rich these days with the help of TensorFlow or PyTorch. All are there. You can use anything. It's all depends on you. That means how much. And second thing, MATLAB is very big software. So mostly the students and all working on the MATLAB. Python. Okay. Then it is used in COVID detection. 1 minute. Somebody has asked me a question. Somebody has asked me the question that is it used? Where is this? Is it used in the COVID detection? Yeah. Basically, the ML has been made for the data science only. So any type of lung cancer detection, blood cancer detection, retina related problems, anything is can be used with the help of DNN type of thing, because data analysis you can do is very much helpful doing the data analysis. Can we why and when to choose MATLAB over Python? No, everything till now, whatever I have done also, although I am having a licensed version of MATLAB, so I don't have any problem of doing the things in the MATLAB. Second thing, Python is required all the time. Internet, most of the time, internet. The difference, we don't get too much access to these things, internet and all, because the separate system for the internet, separate system for working. So I always prefer the MATLAB, but we can do both the things, because when I'm working on the home, I'm working on the Python. I shared my mail ID already. Please note my mail ID is mantri@gmail.com. Why and when to choose? Okay. Okay, any feedback? Any feedback? Good, better, best. I can make it better or something like that.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable good session.
Okay, Santosh. Santosh. Hello.
Sir, thank you for your valuable session, sir.
Is it Raju sir or Santosh?
Sir, this is Praveen, sir.
This is Praveen. Okay, Praveen, we have never met, huh?
Sir, we met it, sir.
We have met, huh? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
show your picture. Switch on your video so that I can see at least.
Can you see, sir?
No, yeah, I'm not able to see. Now, yeah. Now Praveen is visible. Yeah, Praveen.
Very good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. So I also enjoyed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We both have enjoyed, sir. Santosh and me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I've taken more time to your people, but when I go to the topic, I enjoyed like anything. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So thank you so much for your session, sir. This is session very helpful, sir. So one suggestion only, sir. Only one suggestion from my side. So if we can cover, sir,